Hello, kicking YouTube. Welcome to episode 68 of the Slayer 7. Last week was a shorter 1/2 part of a 2-part scenario. Party was split. Let's get into it and see what chaos we can accrue. So,
Chaos.
hello, everybody. No,
Yeah.
chaos and shenanigans. This group? What are you talking about?
Never chaotic, ever. So to basically recap, because it was more or less uh, following Seal and Timbers in the Hall of the Giants, which is this really pretty place. Place is dope as fuck. Timbers got introduced to the version of him to come, basically. Think like a weird Ghost of Christmas Future situation from like A Christmas
Mm-hmm.
Carol. And did not like what he saw. He got scared straight. Well, scared back to more good alignment. It was pretty quick for him, which is good. Because it can take a minute sometimes, as Giant pointed out to Timber as well, giving side eye to Cecile. Timber stuck to it fast though. It's good. Then we went and just kind of chilled in kind of the reflection-y pools where time is very fluid, very blink and it's gone. And while we were chilling there, we'd been chilling there for what, a couple hours, you said, Tim? Been in the pools for like
What only
5
probably
hours?
felt like a few hours. It was you get, at least as far
We're
as
there
you
a
know,
while.
you spent the better part of the day there.
Yeah, in the pools, just chilling. But it felt like an hour or two to Timbers and I. And then neither of us could move all of a sudden. And this chick, Takesis,
Jesus.
yeah, Takesis,
Mm-hmm.
showed up in her regalia looking for the white mask. There was lots of Timbers and Cecile trying to break through the old person that was laid on us. The DC of 30, Cecile would have needed a nat 20 to succeed, which was frustrating as fuck for Cecile. Because then, Lady picked up Timbers, kind of examined him, and then just chucked him willy-nilly into the water while he was still held personed. So it turned into, I'm mad at you, but I'm also now mad at you because he might die. Because he was kind of log rolling in the water. So you get air every little bit, but it was getting stressful. Then she determined Cecile had the fucking mask. Promptly took it from my bag of holding. Rude. Didn't take anything else because she didn't know what the rest of the contents were. She could only take the white mask because she knew it was in there. But then she filled my bag of holding with water by just chucking it into the pools. And then she left. And we were able to move, and I promptly scooped up the floating gnome and plopped him out of the water. And emptied my bag of holding with the intent of... Oh, giants came rushing in at that point. They also got... they described it as more like a time stop or a time fluctuation type thing, where they also really couldn't move or they couldn't react to anything going on. I don't think she took anybody out there. Her main goal was get the mask and drop a warning for Cecile of
Be advised,
stop coming after us, basically. Like, she could have killed us easily. She didn't, which means she's got a huge fucking ego. But just dropped a, you're getting too close and you should stop. Which Cecile took personally. And then, yeah, that's basically where session ended. It's just going over land of the giants. So Cecile's plan is, you know, after all the water got dumped out of my bag of holding, is getting out of this area because being in the pools and whatnot is not conducive for us getting out with my helm. So dry off as best we can. Well, no, actually, Cecile will probably drag Timbers out into the freezing cold and then teleport us back. I figured while we're doing that, we were there for the better part of a day.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
loading. Everything is loading. Meanwhile, the Blackfall. To recap that.
This is happening.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everybody had retreated back inside, including thunder spells that came to assist. Even Harbin was told to make his way inside the castle. The two brothers went to fortify the city. Yeah, those two had zipped out, and pretty much everybody, the whole city was locking down, preparing for an assault. A good hour passes. What is? Yes.
I'm gonna talk to Thunderspells immediately. Are you
Okay.
staying, or are you leaving?
I will stay to see if the battle commences.
Cool. Alyssa snaps into a rage and smashes the teleportation circle.
Oh!
Yep, I'm breaking it. Anything to
Why?
you can make another one. Cecile and Timbers have a helm that they can get back with.
There's that moment of Thunderspell's like watching when you're like, are you staying? Yeah, I'll stay for a little bit. Cool. Smash. And then he's just
Yep.
like,
Yeah, anything to slow down Kirk from getting here.
Mm. Yeah, being the only other person that you guys knew that could teleport like that. The only concern that Thunderspells has is that now if there's any allies that are trying to make their way here, they'll be slowed as well. But
We will find
they can
another
send
way.
descending and we'll
Exactly.
figure something else away. Yeah. So he's just kind of like, okay, yeah, well done. Yeah, I guess I'll stick around in case is needed. Over the next hour, pretty much you guys watch as the entire city goes into like lockdown sentry mode, in which you got, the brothers ballista towers, are established and manned, and the gate gets refortified. Apparently there's like a secondary gate that rises up to seal off anyone trying to come in from the front.
The lightning rods are still up, yes.
Yes, lightning rods are up. A lot of the heftier buildings, a lot of the more need to protect these buildings, have like, I wouldn't say like magical, but pseudo magical like locking devices that snap on them that like slam the shutters closed and lock them. Doors become fortified, making it much harder for the average army to just like kick in the door and loot the place kind of deal.
Like the denizens of the Purge on Purge Night.
Yes. Yeah, this city is built as if it was a dwarven fortress, considering that it started as a full-on dwarven fortress. But the entire city now has that same like lockdown mode. Everyone goes inside, doors are sealed, big old mechanical locks, keep all but more of the powerful creatures out. Even for like Timber's bestiary, there is a collapsible, or I wouldn't say like collapsible, but like a roofing unit snaps over the top of it and protect it from aerial. A lot of the stables and animal friendly exhibits are like sealed off so that they can't be harmed. Then you got even these big old like mining tunnels and like deeper stuff. There's a door that rises up and peels them off. So for the next hour, you guys see everything just gets eerily silent as everyone's waiting. You guys are by the ramparts. You guys are watching through crossbow and archery slits, waiting. 2 hours go
Damn.
by. Nothing.
Okay. So in the meantime, what is the rest of the party who's around doing? How are we preparing? What are we doing?
I'm gonna figure out how to get unpoisoned. Unfortunately.
From the alcohol?
From the alcohol, yeah.
I cast
Did you really take a
Puke.
point of
I
poison?
cast puke.
Yeah, no. Anytime I move too fast, I have to make a a deck save or a con save.
Jesus, hold on.
But that was also the
Con
night
saves.
before. This is the next morning.
Nyla
If-
got
Oh,
As long-
hammered last.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, that's right. There's still
You ruled that he's got to, if it's a loud noise, he's got to make a con save
that's right. The
or take
noise.
psychic damage. Or she's got to
Lay
make a
down,
psychic
Duke.
damage.
Duke, lay down.
And then
Go
if she's
down.
moving too fast, then she has to make a save to make sure she doesn't puke.
Loud noise, blinding light.
loud noise,
Your
blinding
wounds help
light.
that at all?
No.
You'd be looking closer
Wait,
to
wait,
like
wait.
restoration.
Ah, I have lesser restoration. Get your ass over here.
Slowly, she's
Yep.
making her way towards Alyssa. Just try not to. go
Like
that.
claw on the ground.
Well,
Just moving like a sloth.
I'll end up casting lesser restoration on Nyla and then flicking her in the forehead once it's done. Be like, don't fucking do that again.
Yeah, because you have to
Kirk is
remember,
coming.
Nyla's been
Kirk is
spending
coming.
most of her time in the same room as the cleric who's refusing to help. If I
Yeah.
recall, just straight up, you did this to yourself. F you.
Down, Duke. Okay, down.
That's because Nyla did this to herself.
No, I know.
She suffered for a couple hours.
It's a
But Kirk
The
is
lesson.
coming.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. And knowing Kirk, we need everyone. We need everyone.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill him.
We did.
None of us want to kill him. We got to get him back to us somehow, though.
Well, this is our perfect chance to get him back now. He's coming right to us.
Maybe. Depends. Depends on
I
if
mean, we
can
got a
break
lot of
his-
magic.
Depends on if we can break his the possession or whatever they have over him.
Well,
At-
we gotta
after
first
your-
settle with the.
After
ahead,
your
Roger.
third hour, those inside roll me a perception check.
Yep, 25.
Despite there not being a single cloud in the sky, you start hearing claps of thunder in the distance.
All right, guys, this is it. He's coming. Do we
Wait.
have I'm constantly like trying to check with the sending stone. Are you guys coming back? He's coming. Hey, guess what? We kind of need you here. That kind of thing.
And this entire time, they're getting
We're
fucked
still in
with
the pool.
time dilation issues. That
Uh-huh.
yeah, probably the time that Al or Alyssa receives all of the sending stone stuff is probably going to be the time that that other sending comes back to basically say we're on our way back.
Fun. Fun. Okay.
At the beginning of the 4th hour, there is this massive crackling. And a few of you who are staring out the Axholm ramparts, which I'm guessing is just about every one of you, where you can see out, but it's hard to see in,
Mhm.
you see a massive lightning bolt near the main gates.
I have my vicious longbow out knocked with. Let me see if I still have any. Yeah, I still have +2 arrows. So
And
I'm watching the gate. I'm watching
a
just
blue
above the gate, past
figure
the gate.
standing on top of the gate building over here. You just see him stand there.
No, I have.
But for those of keen eye, he looks very different.
So
Let's put a picture in the D&D lounge. Kirk's kind of evolved.
Damn, he got glow up.
oh no. Oh no.
He's
He got
wearing
massive glow.
what they call pseudo armor, which are basically decorative robes. It doesn't count as armor, especially for a sorcerer, but it looks like armor.
Fuck.
Both sets of wings are there floraled. A lot of that hawk, other than the fact of his appearance, still looks hawkish. His entire feather system is either blue or black at this point.
Mm.
And for a while, he just stands there.
Alyssa's debating between attacking or trying to go out there and talk to him. So I'm gonna
Can I
confer
do
with
something?
I'm gonna confer with the group and be like, should we talk to him or should we just attack? What?
Yeah.
I'm asking all of you. What do we do?
DM discretion. If I give her bardic inspiration, would that count to help persuade her rolls?
It could if
You
I
just
use
give
it.
her advantage on whatever she chooses to use it on, or allows to
So I,
re-roll a failed roll.
Nyla will ask that. Would you like a bardic inspiration to help?
Yes, please.
Because
Yes,
I think
please.
is what do you got, like a D8 on your bardic die?
Yeah, let me check. Where do I check that again? Bardic. That's in under what? Actions, right? Or
I think it's a bonus action.
bonus action. Bardic inspiration. As a bonus action, a creature other than yourself within 60 feet that can hear you gains inspiration die 1d10 for 10 minutes.
So you get a D10 to apply to whatever roll.
Okay.
So I cast that on Alyssa.
Okay.
We just talk to him and see if it happens.
So I got one for talking. Who else? I'm gonna look at my sister and ask what she suggests. Which I know country's not here, but somebody's got to
Mhm.
play country.
I feel like country would say that talk to him, but be on the ready. Basically, know kind of have a case thing goes south, you immediately attack after the talk.
There's no way Hydroon would let Alyssa go out there by herself if Kirk is
Yeah.
looking like that.
So actually, Alyssa, I forgot I had these. Alyssa's gonna put up her +2 poison or her +2 arrows and pull out poison tipped arrows.
Okay. And
I
at the
have
same
18.
time, for the very perceptive people, while you're debating on what you should do, you see a familiar red-skinned tiefling sorts slinking his way down
Okay, yep.
the main drive,
Not going
trying to
there
get
alone.
trying to get a closer look.
So, because I'm up in there, I'm sure I see this.
My
Right?
animals.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, I'm like, nope. Starts walking outside.
Hydroon would probably follow you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I hate to ask, but would Nyla help with rolls if I went with Alyssa and Hydroom?
Cecile's not there. I'll just be Hydroon roughly. Hydroon's gonna tell Nyla to wait because if we put all of our eggs in the same basket, and
It could be even more dicey.
it could be bad.
Okay.
I prefer to keep healers at a distance.
So, Perma, was that you saying Nyla's gonna run out there too?
No, she's not gonna. She's not gonna do that. I thought it would be a good idea, but if
Hydroon would definitely wave you off for doing that. That's don't know
Cece
how
just
Kirk's gonna react.
Cece's just waiting by the door, looking for like any kind of signal.
You guys are just waiting at the ramparts, like,
Yeah,
"Are you
just
okay?
wait
You
until
okay?"
we see if he attacks or not.
What is the distance to the door? Or to the gate from where we are?
About 2 football fields worth.
So,
So about 200 yards.
600 feet.
Uh-huh. So for those
From-
with really long range things, like I know Hydroon's Eldritch
Still
Blast can reach that far. I know your long shots with the
It-
bow
it's-
could reach that far.
My
I will
bullet.
I will definitely say Amir is not going to go down the center.
No?
He's keeping a very wide berth, studying the situation.
Well, I can tell you right now, Alyssa's walking straight down the middle of town.
They
Hydroon's-
spotted you slinking around and they're all like, nope, we're going down too.
Hydroon's right behind you. I will turn around to Nyla and maybe Cece and be like, if you can sneak out aside, maybe.
that's what I'll
Get
do.
a
I'm gonna
little
sneak
closer, but
outside.
don't
Keep your distance.
keep your distance.
I'm gonna try that.
Gotta familiarize myself.
I'm
with
gonna
this.
cast invisibility on myself.
Cece's gonna try and get closer with them, trying to get at least 300 feet close, like between 300 feet closer.
I want it noted that Thor is on my shoulder. So I can
No?
talk to him. Because Thor has something that I think I might have to use.
Okay.
I don't want to, but I might have to.
Alita, the ones that you've been hiding behind have left the sanctity of the fort. Do you stay or do you go?
I'm gonna follow Nyla.
All right. So you guys kind of split the main doors a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, kind of following behind buildings in order to stay out of sight. To try to get close enough. Those who are trying to stay hidden, I would like a stealth check, if you please.
I have disadvantage
And
on
If you're
do
invisible, Nyla, you get advantage.
Nyla, you get advantage on
I
stealth
have
check.
disadvantage with the armor on, so that's a straight roll.
That's right. Wait.
oh, that's
Yeah.
not what I meant. I meant stealth.
I may have fucked us all. I'm sorry.
I say
We're
sleight of
gonna
hand.
see. We're gonna see if the fucking cousins can resize my mithril plate. Give it to you.
So Alyssa and Hydroon
we
make it halfway down the street. CC does manage to get up to like the bestiary. Nyla and Alita decide to take much more of a wider berth to sneak around because you guys are a little extra clinky. But that's okay.
I have disadvantage on mine, so I rolled pretty high for both.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa with a knocked, poison-tipped arrow is going to yell at Kirk. I know you're here for the mask, but you're not going to get it. I suggest you leave. At this point, Alyssa's just got all the alarms going off in her head and is like, this is not... He's not going to leave, but we got to do something.
You call out to him, but he's just twitchy, sitting there. He looks uneasy. His head constantly like has almost like ticks, where he's like constantly twitching, which is very unlike him. He's normally motionless a lot of the times, but he's sitting there and like the electricity's flowing off of him, and he like looks down at you guys and looks away, and you're not sure if it's just he's not recognizing being spoken to,
Duke. Yeah.
or if he's in a constant mental battle with himself.
Duke, go down.
Alyssa feels like it's a battle with himself, but also has the thing of how the fuck have they been treating him? I really don't know. At this point, I'm just gonna hold my arrow until something happens. I'm waiting for some kind of response from him. But I might get like 30 feet closer, but that's about it.
Hedrion's basically gonna put herself to close enough that if need be Eldritch Blast,
Me so EP.
but not if Alyssa's not that far forward, basically. But I think the Eldritch Blast and the longbow are the same. I'm familiarizing myself with the Warlock, which I've never fucking played.
As you get like another 30 feet or so closer, he very quickly like hand gestures and points out forward on the ground. And somewhere in between where he's at and where you're at, a 20-foot sphere of storm appears as he casts Storm Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's stationary. But he just summons it to sit there for a minute. While his head is still twitching.
Can
At this
you
point,
roll
Alyssa
an
is
insight
like,
check for Hydru? Since I can't
Yeah.
roll it.
You can do that.
at this point, Alyssa's just kind of like, if I attack, he might become a loose cannon. But if I sit here and do nothing, he might destroy everything. There's a mental battle going on.
Yeah, the sphere is like in like this vicinity, but like it doesn't touch. It becomes dangerously close to a couple of like objects and things like that. And like but it's like purposely centered on the walking path.
Alyssa takes it as a warning.
Can you roll insight for Hydru, Timmy?
Yeah. What am I can do that through here? Cheat. Insight. 12.
So yeah, with that specific it being cast on the walking path, not destroying buildings, not hitting us either.
But it is directly in
Where
front
do
of
I,
us.
where do I get with the 12?
Hence.
Yeah. Do you guys try to say anything or?
So basically, Hydreigon's tried to determine the same thing as Alyssa. Like, it seems like. Does it seem like he's fighting with himself?
It does.
Alyssa is going to say, "Can you hear us, Kirk? If you can hear me, can you try to come down to the street, please?"
Let's say that his storm sphere.
Is he looking anywhere specifically, Tim? Or is he just twitching around looking?
He's twitching around looking. It's big. So like his
So
storm
it's not
sphere
like his
sits
eyes.
like here. His eyes are like this hazy white red compared to the normal brown that they
Zombie
normally
eyes.
give off. Yep.
Great.
But when you do tell him to come down, both sets of wings just launch off once, and he like throws himself over and directly in front of the sphere.
In front of the sphere.
In
That's
front of the
interesting.
sphere.
Little taken aback, Alyssa's just like, okay, he
There's
can hear
probably
us.
a half step back.
Clearly.
And every once in of every like maybe 10-15 seconds he like turns back and holds out an arm to the sphere and then looks back at you, and then every like maybe 10-15 seconds does something like he's trying to do something.
Amir is
He's
going to
gonna
use the
whisper.
structure that that's in between him and the rest and try to just get into a better viewing position.
Hydreigon's gonna whisper to Alyssa. Do you think a sphere of silence might?
Well, the problem with the sphere is we can't talk, he can't talk, no one can speak. There's just nothing.
He can mentally though.
As you guys are now
Can I
within
look over?
range, Alyssa and Hydreigon, since you guys are both in range, get a couple of very quick telepathic images, and you see a moment where Kirk is like locked to a chair. There's another image of being surrounded by cultist priests trying to hold, one of them holding the Drakhorn, ushering what sounds like commands to him.
Oh God.
And then there is a third image of a full-on what you guys can only feel and sense as like hypnotism, almost brainwashing, from a black-clad female, adorned in black gold robes. That
Mhm.
those that were there for the scry
Mhm.
which is
would
the
recognize.
one
which
person who's not the only people who've seen this woman.
is not currently not
Cecile.
there.
That bitch.
And Cecile's seen her twice now.
Well,
Hmm.
I just thinking about it. Alyssa goes ahead and casts silence because I just read on here any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage.
Okay.
Yeah, but not lightning.
Thunder still.
So your silence is what, 20-foot radius?
Yeah, 20 foot.
Okay, why does it make it that big? You don't.
That's massive.
Yeah, and considering that we're on the city streets, it is not the same size would be.
What is Hadrian's intelligence? Hadrian piece that together.
So where do you plop it? Right on top of Kirk?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk into it.
You plop it.
I'm gonna put him on the edge of it so that way I can enter the other edge of it and we still have a teeny bit of space between us.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still the choice to walk. Hadrian's right next to you.
Oh, I'm sure.
'cause- Yeah.
While that's happening, the next structure I'm
Up
going
here?
to try to move, yes, and get a better position. Have something up my sleeve just in case this goes south.
Roll me another stealth check to sneak through. The
And
closer
there's a
you get.
massive- Yeah.
Nyla's gonna look at Alita and point to this house over here
Deal.
and try to sneak over.
All right. Stealth check from the two of you. Mouse, I know you thought you saw it moving. Were you going to try to move too?
The next building up.
Deal check.
Oh!
You're still
But
further
you're
away.
still, like,
I mean, you're
300
clanking
feet
away,
at
but you
least.
guys are. You guys went from
That
being
and
close to everybody to going a little bit
Yeah.
further
Alyssa
away.
just dropped that silence bubble.
Hmm.
So
Mhm.
Can't
if
hear it.
Kirk's
Even though you guys are in the silence, the storm sphere continues to rage. But Kirk's eyes, for the moment, return to normal. They go back to like their like brownish black kind of thing. As he just kind of eventually like slumps to his knees. Almost in a
walk
bit of
over
like
to him.
relief.
I'm gonna walk over to him and try to like pick him up. Obviously we can't talk, but I'm just gonna be like motioning like, are you okay? How can I help? Kind of thing.
As you get closer, he lifts up his hand and kind of gestures to his armor. And you kind of get this faint mental image that the armor is somehow part of the problem.
We gotta get the armor off of him. How the
When
fuck am I gonna do that?
When I realize that Kirk seems to be returning to a state of normalcy, I'm going to make it known to
Hadrian probably is focused on Kirk and Alyssa, but is also looking around because we've only spotted Kirk, but we haven't been able to clock if anybody else is watching this.
I'm gonna make sure that Alyssa sees in my hand. I have a very unique rod in my hand and just trying to use sign to the best of my ability, going, it's not like deadly, but it could help restrain. Because we don't know, because we want to capture him alive, and we don't know how long
There is
his mind being free is going to be.
Wait a
there
minute.
is the other thing.
What do I remember about the anti-magic collar that was around Nyla's neck?
You mean the same kind of fucking collar they put around my ass?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it wasn't around Nyla's, it was around Timbers. That's
Uh-huh.
I mean Nyla also had one.
But
Nyla had one that
Mine was-
exploded.
yeah,
That was rigged. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
I had one that nullified all my power.
Did that affect Timbers' weapons as well, Tim? Or is it just Timbers?
I
It
think
would
it
be
just kept me from
just
using my
Timbers.
spells.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting there
Um,
watching my
I'm gonna
spells.
motion Amir to like come closer.
Just
oh, yeah.
Timbers.
I'm
But-
going to stay out of the eyesight of Kirk. Be very cautious, but be in a position to jump when necessary. But I'm going to let y'all have
Oh.
y'all's moment
So
because
the armor's part
Kirk
of the
knows you.
problem. Yeah, Tim?
Yeah. Yeah, you said
Mhm.
armor's part of the
Said
problem.
you. Said you. Um, so I don't even know if it would work. The only thing Hadrian's got is potentially dispel magic. But we don't know how strong the enchantment is on the armor.
Yeah, and I don't have anything.
Plus it requires a verbal component. So we'd have to drop.
While he sits there, he ends up taking off one of his rings, placing it on the ground.
Do I get any kind of image from that?
Do we remember the ring?
Yeah.
Ironically, it's a ring that someone gave him that he doesn't really use because it's the ring of swimming.
Who gave him that?
So he places that on the ground, and then he takes out from a pouch a singular sending stone. Because he gave away his other set.
Right.
He places that next to the ring.
Who's got the other half of the sending stone?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's what I'm. Wait, is it me? No. Yes.
No.
No. Is it
No,
Hadrian?
he gave you guys his entire set before.
Right.
This is one that you
This
haven't
is a
seen
brand new-
before.
Oh,
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Yeah, it's how he reports to.
It's a burner it's a burner stone.
Not necessarily.
It's a burner stone.
And then he gets up and just he's got that look of, you know, Alyssa, you know he's about to go do something, but he's got it like almost that don't stop me look. Like that's the sense you kind of got him from it. And when he turns, he waves the storm sphere to calm down to nothing, but it takes a little bit to wind down. and then he starts to step back out of the silence before he's completely out. And almost within a few seconds, he starts to fight with something again.
Before he steps out, because Amir does not fully know, he's going to go
So-
out and he's going to use his rod of restraint and restrain him. And he's going to lock him in place.
Uh-oh.
Bad feeling instantly washes over Alyssa. That's- Fuck.
And if he wants to get out
But
of it,
Instantly, I'm gonna reach down, pick up the ring and the stone, and I'm gonna hand it to Thor. I'm just gonna be like, here, take it. Thor's got the stone and the ring.
Do we have enough time to sneak over into this building with all the holes?
Give the deal movement. I think he's checking something.
Again, I don't want to get too close, but if I can get to that final building, I'll be happy, and that's where I want to get to.
Him is checking something right now.
yeah.
So you go and you activate the button to basically wrap him up in the rope.
Wrap him up in the rope, pull it tight, and then also activating immovable. So he is.
Is there a save for
He's-
the rope?
Yes. It's a strength check. If he's trying to struggle to get out of it.
Well, he's still in the silence.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa's
So-
conflicted because the look of "don't stop me" when he was not possessed is just like, the fuck is he trying to tell me? But I don't want him to do some stupid self-sacrifice thing either.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
don't do that.
Amir is seeing this as a golden opportunity to resecure an ally.
It's weird though because he doesn't necessarily try to stop you when you wrap him up. Like all four wings, his draconic
Mhm.
wings go away, his normal wings fold in. He gets wrapped up, but he just kind of looks at Amir and looks down at the rope, and almost has like this smirk about him. Like, what is this?
And I'm going to do detect thoughts
Ooh.
to see what clear message he needs to convey.
The first thought that you get is once this silence drops, this is going to get ugly.
That's what he feared.
But his thoughts are about the restraint, not anything else.
Oh, because
He-
restrained. If the silence, so if silence drops and he's still restrained, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he goes nuclear. and
That's
he's
the
not
very
in
first
control
thought
of
that
himself.
you get.
And Amir's going to look with understanding and just like, whatever you need to tell me, tell me.
If you're in the
'Cause
silence,
I
you can't say
can.
anything.
Detect thoughts.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
He can
doing
hear
detect
his-
thoughts.
He's trying to convey with his body language.
Yeah, convey with the body language.
Well, as you're trying to press the whatever it is you want to say it,
Mhm.
Kirk's jaw opens.
No, 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 no.
Undo it and get out.
Get out. Get
No.
out. Alyssa
Yep.
immediately. Like,
What you
immediately.
What you see, or actually, I should say, what you don't see.
No.
Fuck.
Only for him to just slowly, like, he takes one arm, which is restrained out by his side, tries to point to his head, like, this is why.
And with that understanding, Amir's just going to let him go, realizing that this situation is a whole hell of a lot worse than what it is. And if he could tell us more, he would. And he's gonna take his rod and he's gonna put it right back and step away.
You let him go.
Mm-hmm.
He takes that moment to step completely out of the silence. His storm sphere wallows away into nothing. And kind of gives like a gentle nod to all of you. And you can almost kind of see it. Alyssa, Amir, Hydroon, you're close enough to see it. Part of his armor seems to suddenly like dig in as his eyes go red again. Dragon wings flare out, and a massive thunderbolt comes down, like what appears to be right on top of him. And as soon as that quick
And then
flash of bright light happens, he's in the air, taking off again. However,
so what we
as
didn't see
the-
was basically
as the as the storm clears, there was something different about where that storm sphere was.
I go and investigate.
Still kind of hot and still like has that like redness around it from intense heat. The word Zonothal is written into the pathway.
Zon.
Zonothal, Xonthal.
Hold on.
Xonthal.
Yep. As if it was just written very hastily by a series of lightning strikes. Mm-hmm.
Is that it? Is that a town? Is that something that?
Oh, not
Yeah,
Zon.
they're the
Zonthals.
sisters.
Zonthals.
Yeah.
Zonthals?
Zonthal.
With the
Zonthal.
sisters' military background,
Mm-hmm.
do they know this place?
No.
Thunder
Or
spells.
even if it is a place.
Need
maybe
to
it's
ask thunder
person.
spells.
Let's
Silence
Yep, you got
has
the
been
stone?
dropped,
Yeah.
by the way. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Timmy, it's safe to assume that Amir saw Kirk without a tongue, meaning
Mhm.
he could not speak.
Mm-hmm.
Amir is going to let the sisters know that he's, as you well know, he's very, very powerful, and he's probably getting a little extra juice from his new master. But he has no tongue.
But he's still trying to fight the control
Yeah.
over.
He's still,
Yep.
Okay.
he's still trying to be an ally without being an ally.
I apologize if I startled y'all, but I saw an opportunity to
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
rescue
we
a
saw
friend.
you. We saw you heading this way from up there, so
The important thing is you realized
Yeah.
what
I'm-
would happen if that did it, which is yeah, thunder spells. Let's go.
Yep.
Thunder spells.
Yep.
Go.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
You guys all race back to.
Well, Alyssa's
it
gonna kind of give an
dangerous
all
to them?
clear signal,
Yeah.
so that way
Mhm.
defenses can start letting up a little bit
Okay.
now that the threat has passed for
Yep.
the most part.
It takes a couple of hours for the town to go back to how it was. Everyone's slowly like, "You sure we can? Oh, okay, cool. Let's
Yeah,
just see how it goes." And
To my knowledge, we are safe for now.
Yeah, June's beelining for thunder spells. While Alyssa gives all clear.
okay,
Then I will end up
There's-
meeting up with them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your task. I do my task.
yeah.
And
Make it
Mira
over by-
is with Hydroon.
Mm-hmm.
So you race over
Just
to
give
Thunder
the-
Spells, who's talking with Harbin, and the rest of you guys are slowly heading off that way.
Making my way to the
Downtown.
other.
Making my way downtown, walking fast. I'm a seagull. Go fuck yourself.
What's her name? The priestess.
Sister
Sisters Grill.
Grill.
Sister Garel, yeah.
Okay,
Be-
so you go to the
be right back.
tower. Okay.
I mean,
CC's
gonna give-
following Adrian.
yeah, Hadrian is going to.
All right. So you guys meet
So, yeah,
Thunder Spells in the
uh,
foyer.
she's cutting to the chase. Zondal. Place, person, religion.
Zonthal's tower?
Tower.
Hmm.
It's the only Zonthal besides books that I can think of.
Zonthal's tower. Zontal was a person?
Zonthal was once a powerful wizard. Built himself a wizard's tower.
Okay.
Other than it being on the southern slope of Mount Hilm, we're not sure where it goes. It's strange to think because Zonthal's tower are Draculich traditionalists.
Okay.
I'm not sure why you're asking about
'Cause that was
Zonthal.
the name Kirk left on the ground. Out there. He left a sending stone, a ring, and a word on the ground. Zonthal. And apparently he has no tongue.
Oh. And how is it that he was able to give you this message?
Don't know. He did a storm sphere thing on the ground, and when he left and had it dissipate, it was on the ground.
Yeah, I must contact Lady Silverhand. I foresee
But this-
a
this-
council gathering soon upon this Zonthal.
where exactly is this mountain range?
far from here.
Far.
If it's the same that I can remember, Zalsal Tower is known for its iconic defenses. Some say that it has a magical hedge maze that surrounds it. A village of Dracula's extremists that protect it. However, I believe that one of the Dracoliches that served for the tower, I believe, is a blue dragon.
Okay.
But
It's
I would
sounding
need
more and more like
I would
a
need to
good
gather my
headquarters.
sources to give you more of a better heading.
Hey, that's more info than we had. I don't know, 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago.
I shall contact Lady Silverhand. We will probably summon the Council of Waterdeep sooner rather than later with more information on this Zonthal.
Do you want us there, or should we still keep our distance due to,
Unsure at this time. We'll probably summon you when we are ready. I know, despite my age, Lady Silverhand's one of the smartest people I know. If anyone has more information on this Zonthal, it would be her.
Alright, well...
I will have
Yeah.
to go the old-fashioned way.
Oh, also,
gesturing
armor
to
he was
the-
wearing.
Oh.
Not necessarily. Nyla can make, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Nyla
I can make one.
another circle.
Oh wait, I'm not there, so sorry.
Get your ass over here.
Oh no, we're explaining the thunder spells that we can.
Mhm.
Worst
Yeah.
case scenario, he's stuck in town for a day.
If that.
Mhm.
Oh wait. Hydrians. This might be more of a question for the cousins. The armor he was wearing wasn't real armor, but it seems like it dug into him.
I mean, if they have him
do
under
know.
his control, they could almost control his movements.
Mhm.
Unless there's
also-
some sort of a...
He
Uh,
wouldn't let me touch him.
Yeah.
Because of the armor.
if they are monitoring the armor some way, interaction with it might alert whoever's in control of it that you are trying to free him. Maybe that he is captured. And if the armor is set to have any kind of volatile reactions,
I think he was trying to warn me when I restrained him that something along those lines was a possibility.
Alright.
He's
restraint
I had a feeling that there was
on a
gonna be
creature.
a lot
Restraints
worse.
on a creature of lightning. Even if he was bound in chain, he could summon enough lightning to burn through it.
Mhm.
As he himself is immune to his own lightning strikes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. No touch.
Out of character,
Wait for
even your rod has a hardness. And I was
Mhm.
debating, I'm like, if he casts like lightning bolt on top of it, he could probably destroy the item.
Yeah.
Instead, you still have the item for later.
Yeah,
Mm.
but also by destroying it, that's destroying a magical item that does a lot more damage. I registered that there was a lot of consequences with the decision. but I'm still glad that I made that play because we were able to at least get a little bit more info. As scary as that info is.
I'm wondering about the sending stuff.
Did Cecile
Me too.
utilize the spell sending, or did you utilize
Stone.
the stone?
I can't cast spells.
It'll be about this time that Alyssa
Fuck.
gets a doot from her sending stone. That is Cecile, very choppy. Think about it like we're on the way back. Like it,
Stop.
but you get
Alyssa
the
just kind of does this motion. Okay.
Like,
They're gonna
like,
be
yeah,
back and
let's
they're
go,
gonna
bitch.
probably be like in attack mode, so be ready for that. Shit.
Yep.
You hear all this stack, and all you hear is like probably like back right here. Chairs like, wait up.
But they don't know that the teleportation circle has been broken,
No,
and Alyssa
yeah,
didn't tell him.
that's-
So
that is
Mm.
gonna be.
We're gonna get thrown. We're a boomerang. Oh, great.
Thunder Spells is in the corner doing something with the spell book. And even though you said, don't worry about it, Nyla can fix it, he's like, no, I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Ta-ta for now. And Dimension Doors right out of there.
Dimension doors or teleports?
Teleports, but in
A
the form of a
teleport would be
Dimension
better.
Door.
Dimension
But
door
yes.
only gets you so
500
far.
feet with dimension door.
I picture his teleportation looking
No,
like he
no, no,
summons
for
the
flavor.
door and
Yeah,
just steps
yeah,
through
yeah.
it, and then
I
the
like
door
that.
slams and disappears kind of
That
deal.
shows mastery over the spell. Yes.
That's all you hear.
Yeah,
That's all you hear from Timber. It's just the.
Because I mean, for a
So-
master for a master wizard, that the old-fashioned way is still easier for most people. Like, okay, tough off.
So,
Alright.
this will be your call, Timmy.
Hmm.
So for you should probably look up what happens if somebody tries to teleport to a teleportation circle that is now broken, so it doesn't actually exist.
Oh no.
I'm worried.
Oh no. I'm not gonna like this. All right.
Oh, it's probably gonna hurt us,
Oh,
but it'll
no.
be enough that Cecile will be like, something's very wrong there, so I need to not focus on the circle. I need to just focus
Well,
on the atrium.
here's my question when you use the helm. Is the circle just a location, or are you using
So
the
the
magic of the
circle-
spell?
So the circle is just a location, except it's a guaranteed location. Meaning I don't have to roll the percentage if I'm going to a circle I know using the helm. The helm uses teleportation, not teleportation circle. The circle is guaranteed. You will get there if you know this circle. But if the circle doesn't exist, that
Which it doesn't,
pinpoint doesn't
and they don't
exist.
know.
Either one, the spell just bounces and we
Fuck you,
don't
Brahma.
use it at all, and we're fine.
I'm gonna need a D100.
Oh
Shit.
no. Please
Or
don't
Alexa,
please
stop.
don't hurt me.
Or
Please don't.
we
hurt me.
end up having the ouch scenario in which
Oh,
we
no.
bounce that way, where we end up bouncing in, like we teleport
Mm.
into ground, which automatically puts us back with damage taken.
Oh, if that happens, I ain't trusting the helm anymore, and I'm basically we're gonna go the sync route.
Close it out. Try it again.
Ooh,
Is it
can't
your
remember if
timer
low is
something?
good or high is good. Low is good, right? No,
Oh no.
it's all good.
Oh,
Can't remember. Please hold while I pull up the
Out
spell.
of
that's in
100,
inventory.
you rolled an 8.
Yeah, I know, right?
my
Please,
God.
this is not-
I
this is
really
gonna
should
hurt.
be playing Call of Cthulhu. I'd be doing great right now.
I'm gonna get my.
No, low is
I'm
bad.
gonna go ahead and get my spell ready. I'm gonna go get my spell ready.
oh,
I'm gonna go ahead and get my spell ready.
Oh, even if
Just
I'm
in
very
case.
familiar with it. Oh wait, no, we might just be. It might not be very bad because it's a very familiar area.
I got my spells open and ready just in case.
But also, Timmy's putting in the modifiers if I'm trying to go to a thing that doesn't exist anymore. So it just might be
Well,
ouch.
Do I have
I mean,
a
it is
story
a
for
very
you?
interesting scenario.
I was waiting for it to say, so good news or bad news? Oh God.
Yeah. So for those, while Tim is deciding our fate,
Yeah.
Just the way you say that.
yeah, off target, you and your group appear a random distance away from the destination. That's off target. Similar area. You and your group wind up in a different area that's visually or thematically similar to the target area. Mishap. The spell's unpredictable magic results in a difficult journey. Each teleporting creature, or the target object, takes 3d10 force damage, and the GM rerolls on the table to see where you actually wind up.
Oh shit.
Multiple
Ow.
mishaps can happen.
So
Isla
basically,
just
we're
walks
now at the
back.
throes of wild magic. Great.
Tyler just walks back at everyone, kind of waves at everyone. All right, I'm back. What's up? Hi, what's going on?
So in a sense, we're basically on like a train, and the train just derailed, and now we're basically on the hopes of we land somewhere close.
It's how Timmy determines it. Because,
So there are these lovely little ramparts that surround the main doors. The main doors is basically the mouth of
Yeah,
this
dude.
face-looking thing, and it's inside the mouth in the castle that sits the teleportation circle.
No. Burp.
You guys are all, I guess, in the courtyard between this outer wall and the main gate, main doors to Axholm, where you guys are all chit-chatting. And outside this front door, there are a series of steps that go down into the street.
Oh no, I don't like where this is going.
The two of you appear towards the top of the stairs. Are you carrying Tibbers?
Yeah.
Then
Oh, no.
I need a little bit of a deck save.
Oh no. Don't drop the baby. Don't drop the nearly drowned baby.
oh, it's a good thing my dex is. You said dex save?
Deck save.
Yes.
Good, I'm not proficient in that.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
No, I'm like this. We're coming in hot. I'm not using my indomitable. Makes sense to be thrown off by this
I'm
situation.
just gonna play this real quick. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna play this.
So they appear on that staircase, but kind of like off the, like, not on the top step, but like 2-3 steps down, and their sudden teleportation in causes Cecile to like misstep and trip down the stairs.
How tall are these stairs?
I mean, they're not
These are
very
pretty tall
tall,
stairs,
but
right?
there's just a lot of them.
Oh
There's a lot
god.
of them. Cool.
Oh no.
So as you guys suddenly get yeeted, tumbled to the bottom of the staircase, you guys both take 9 damage bludgeoning.
Oh, that's not bad.
As the rest of you who are in the courtyard, you know, Alyssa and whatnot being near the gate, here's the poof of the teleportation, and then the both of them have not only appeared,
Soaking wet.
they were both soaking wet. Cecile's got the whole fuck you look. Tibbers looks
walk out
frazzled.
I
And
look like an oversized drowned naked mole rat.
yeah,
Very pissed off too.
but somewhere between, hey, let's destroy the circle, and them just suddenly popping in. I'm guessing somebody, if not Hydrune, kind of like nudges Nyla. You should probably go fix that.
News. Yeah, Cecile, it's just. kind of like in that, like, what the fuck just happened mode, while also still being mad. And it's probably gonna take Timbers and just. like, was holding
Get the fuck
Timbers.
off.
Get the fuck off me.
I'm basically looking. I'm like, oh my back as I try to stretch. I look at Cecile like, fuck the hell. I'm never trusting that shit again.
That's not my fault.
Well,
Whose fault is it? I thought it was supposed to be painless, not painful.
Alyssa walking down the stairs. That would be my fault. I am so sorry.
That's all right. Hey, Timbers, at least we didn't end up in the ground.
Talia is gonna go ahead and walk over to where the original.
We know.
Tyler.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alyssa,
I meant Nyla.
Alyssa,
Nyla's
Alyssa,
gonna fix the teleportation and just
the fuck did
repair
you
it.
do?
Look, we had a raging thunderbird on our doorstep. I wanted to make sure he didn't get here. I wanted to try and slow him down at any cost.
goodness.
And I meant to tell you, but I
Oh,
was
Kirk.
preoccupied with protecting everybody. Hey,
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
sorry.
No, I almost drowned.
As-
I almost drowned
as-
because of
as-
a dominatrix bitch.
As Alyssa is trying to explain what happens, you both can hear Cecile's bending stone blurred out the last 2 or 3 messages,
Great.
as now time has caught back up to itself and that sending has found its target, which
Alyssa
kind of
just
makes
kinda
you realize,
raised an
there
eyebrow.
was, yeah.
What the fuck?
We met the human embodiment of
The
Tiamat.
dominatrix bitch took the white
wait.
mask.
Alyssa, serious face, goes kind of white. You what?
Yeah. So,
We ran to Tiamat.
brief recap. Went to the Giants. Timbers saw his future self if he continued down his path and didn't like what he
Yeah,
saw.
admit dark timbers.
And he made good time. He really did great. And then we were in the reflection pools, and then we couldn't move. And this bitch walked out of the shadows, talking about the mask.
She has
First, she
mad
checked Timbers, and then she just kind of chucked Timbers into the water willy nilly while Timbers couldn't move.
It's red bits. Fuck red bits.
And then she figured out that it was in my bag, so she just took it out of my bag of holding. It's a bag of holdings don't, hide those at all, so that's good to know.
Anybody want some giant,
then-
giant water?
She
Water from the
monologued
giant?
a bit about going back and putting things together to bring back Tiamat or become Tiamat or whatever the fuck, and gave the evil villain "don't come after us" nonsense. And then she was gone and we could move. I got Timbers out of the water and the Giants came in. Apparently they got I don't know, time stopped or something, or I don't know.
She's fucking powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, her name Takesis. And I'll describe the lady.
I became a
Since
lot.
you just got an image from Kirk. And that's the lady I described.
Which, as she's describing it, makes you flash back to the flashes that you got from Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk showed me the same person you're talking about.
Kirk's here.
He's gone. But he left
What?
a ring.
Kirk
and a
was here?
stone. And I had to cast silence around him. He regained control for a few minutes. I could not touch him because of the armor he wears. Seems
Okay.
to be monitored or have some kind of enchantment that,
God damn it.
if reacted with, could be volatile or could end up controlling someone else. It's a whole mess, really, but
Okay.
he was seriously fighting it coming down here. And he wrote the word Zonthal on the ground with lightning.
Does that clock for Cecile? Yeah, Cecile is older than
You're surprisingly familiar with the tower. You're familiar
Cool.
with the fact of the last known information that you had, the Zentarim was in control of that tower. And the village beside it.
Okay. Do I remember where the tower is? Like you say that, and Cecile's
wait,
face
wait.
is just like,
With that being
okay.
said, would Amir have known about that? Or would it have been knowledge from before
It would have had to have been
Amir?
before. Like way
It's
before.
Mhm.
it is a very ancient tower that has been long less lost the times. Is why it
So
had
is it the Zen?
Thunderspell's attention for how old he is,
Right.
and he doesn't even recall a whole lot about it.
Oh, wait, how old is Thunderspells again?
Well, considering he was using magic to prolong his life, what did it say that he has lived, at least for a human, like 10 times beyond his years? What does it say?
He's over 1,000.
He should be a
I gotta get his
hobbling
skincare
mess.
treatment.
It's over 1,000 years old.
I need to know his skincare routine. He don't look a year over 400.
If Timbers actually says that, Cecile just kind of snorts. While she is wringing out her hair.
Alyssa
So I
has
assume I had to
this.
dive into water. Hmm?
Alyssa has this look of
I basically just get on all fours and shake like a dog.
and worry because now she's at a point of I don't know what to do, and also feels kind of hopeless.
So who did you say? You said the Zen
Zonthal.
Xanthal. So Cecile, I'm trying to confirm with Tim the name of the folks in that tower. You said the Zentarum or no? Zentari.
Zentarum.
So yeah, you say Xanthal, and Cecile, just like, okay, so the Zentarum had control of that place.
Or at least they
The
did.
city next to it. I mean, that place is it's old.
It doesn't say
I-
how old Thunderspells is. It just says Terran Hornblade, aka Thunderspells, has lived an unnaturally long life by consuming potions of longevity.
Okay.
Which, when you
Gotcha,
drink this
okay.
potion, your physical age is reduced by 1d6 plus 6 to a minimum of 13 years each time you drink a potion. So,
Okay.
think like potion version of Ra's al Ghul's
Yeah.
pool.
That cheaty
Do I
bastard.
remember
Lazarus Pit.
roughly where the tower is?
There is a mountain range south of the
Like Cecile is doing that. Like I need a map. Before this leaves my head.
moment I need a map.
Yes.
Well, Nyla just like watches Timbers and Cecile like wring out their clothes or like wring out their hair and just try to dry
Here's the
off.
worst part.
Like you said, you just get down on all four and just shakes like a damn dog.
Nyla's just gonna like roll
Alyssa's
her
gonna be like,
eyes
"Fucking
and just
really?"
storm off away from Timbers.
I'm gonna
After that
intentionally
being
whip my
said-
hair to smack Timbers with it.
After that, it says like, all right, so if we're all done here, I have something important to do. He basically immediately marches off for the bestiary.
You've got something more important to do first. Get your butt back here.
Righto, I
You
turn
go
on
up
heels.
there for
and run
nothing.
back upstairs. What do we gotta do?
Not we. You.
What do I
You
gotta do?
didn't go there for nothing. Think about it. What did you not do after you were confronted at Melondrox?
I did not have my morning snack. You're right. I need to go get a snack. I immediately turn on you.
I
Start
grab you.
motioning slow. Damn it! Can
Go
can
look
I?
at
Can
Timbers.
I
Raise an
stop.
eyebrow. Look at Alyssa. Look back at Timbers.
This is about Serbmit, isn't it? Srebmit, isn't it? I basically take a deep breath. I turn, look up at Alyssa with the smolder look, the puppy eyes. Alyssa? No, just kidding. Nah, Timbers basically turns, walks up to Alyssa, kind of just looks up at her, and just says, I apologize. I want to apologize for my actions and what I did that could jeopardize the mission.
Wow. Alyssa kind of just sighs, rubs her head a little bit, rubs her neck. She's clearly stressed. And then just looks at Timbers and is like, well, I'm glad you finally came to your senses. It looks like you can be saved.
Immediately afterwards, Timber slaps, immediately just out of nowhere, Timber just slaps Stella across the face like, shut up, Ravine.
Okay, I'm not the one you need to apologize to, although I do appreciate it and I do accept your apology based off of your actions, but you also need to make things right with the king. But
Like,
we'll
like
get
you
to that
saying,
when
like,
we-
I do say, I'm not the only one who need to apologize. So you kind of see, like, Timbers kind of like start kind of look like he's slowly transformed into an owl. Like, who the hell else do I have to apologize to?
Alyssa's just like, the king, dumbass.
So
In a
Yeah,
friendly
yeah.
way.
I'll give that a few centuries before I even face him
Yeah,
again. 'Cause
it's gonna take time. Let's focus on Tiamat first, but listen.
Yep. All right.
you need to
Bestiary
make
time.
things-
I start walking off.
Oh my god,
Mount-
you need to make things right.
All right. As I'm busy marching downstairs, like I will do that. I will do that later.
Mount Lim, which is where he mentioned Thundersills mentioned possible location of Xonthal's tower, is on the southeastern half of the Serpent Hills.
And where
You guys have been to the Serpent Hills before, because it was this northwest location that you guys found the Tomb of Dedris.
Oh no.
That was
don't
also
do
in the
it.
Serpent Hills.
No, God, no.
Mount Helm is past the mountain, just along the Serpent's Trail. Serpent's Tail.
fuck.
So, if confirmed, that is where you guys might be heading. But that's what Thunderspells went to double check. Went to go confer with Silverhand and the council. And he said he would let you guys know when it was time to meet up and discuss.
So what do we do now? Prepare? I think we're gonna have to prepare. But I'm curious about the Sending Stone. So I want to discuss with Hydrune and Cecile. He left this stone, but I'm not 100% sure if we should use it or not because I feel like it could be a safety issue. Maybe he gave it to us because it's not monitored, but what if it just leads us down a path or down the wrong way? And I think Al froze.
Yep.
Waiting for a nasty
There it is. There it is. Oh. Yes, no? Do we have an L?
Oh, you good, Al?
I don't think she can hear us.
Typing.
Oh.
Headset just cut out.
Video went haywire for a moment too.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure, double confirm. I fixed the thing, right?
Yeah. You take
Okay,
some time
so-
to, without
we go.
recasting
Jesus.
teleportation circle, you take some time to study it and repair the glyphs that were broken that made the circle whole.
After that is repaired, Nyla is just gonna walk away from the group. She would look at Cecile and have a smile and say, "Good to see you back again, Cecile," and then just walk off.
Good.
When
Back.
before your headset cut out, Alyssa was talking to Cecile and Hydrune about the sending stone that Kirk left, and was like, "I know he left this, but I don't know if it's monitored. I don't know if we should try using it. I feel like it could be a safety issue. What do you think?" Is there any way we could get it checked? I mean, I don't know much about this.
See, maybe Sister Gorell.
There's
And
a
maybe
She
I'll
might.
go see her.
you guys are talking
Wait.
and there's
So backtrack just a little bit because I was trying to
you
ask a
already
thing,
read
but
the
my
already
mic
read the
decided to not. I had my whole stuff cut out for whatever reason. So you said Thunderspells thinks that's the location. Does that line up with what Cecile thinks the location may be, or no?
Cecile just knows it's south of the southern half of the Sword Coast.
Okay.
But other than just hearing whispers and rumors about it,
I know who was last in control from what I can remember, but that was apparently a lot longer ago than I thought it was.
yep, Zentarum, you do know that its occupants are Dracolich traditionalists, which
But
not
Zentarum
very
specifically.
so like dark wizards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Zentarum is the Black Network. They are traitors and spies and things.
Which
I mean, that was
Amir would know
long
things
time
about the
ago.
Black Network.
right, but this is
But if it's
memories that
ancient,
Cecile is now realizing are a lot further away
Mm-hmm.
than she originally thought.
I've heard about them a few hundred, nope, further than that, many more 100 years ago. That was a long time ago, kind of feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they fade
Wait, so who's
away,
itching to check out something?
It's me.
No, but Timmy was
Oh yeah. I was curious about that too. What were you
Somebody-
saying?
standing
Oh,
there.
while you guys were talking, you hear the running and heavy breathing of a younger human, probably like early 20s, wearing a blacksmith apron. And he's like, "Hey, they
What's up,
said
bud?
you might be back. I was
I am.
asked." Hold on. I was.
Breathe first. You try talking too fast while you're out of breath, you might throw up.
And we won't understand you.
The Lords of the Forge have asked me to come and collect the final piece of their project, which is upon your head, Lady Cecile.
Can I see
Cecile.
the entrance to the forge from here? Roughly?
It's down the road, but
Yeah, okay.
he sprinted to get
promise
over
I
there.
wanna
It's
do
out
that.
of juice anyway. I mean, it's got one more use, but you gotta attune to it and don't. Take
No,
helm
of course
off.
not. Of course not. Yeah, no, of course not.
Okay. Trusting you with this.
Absolutely.
Get it to them.
Yes. And he takes a couple of breaths as he's like, "Oh." And he spins 180 on his heels and dead sprints. He's just hustling it back to the forge. And if you
I'm
even
gonna
watch
offer
him,
to
he
do
goes and
that.
goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and runs up to his stairs, runs in, and the forge door closes.
Cecile just like rubs her head. Feels weird.
It's okay.
Just
I
like
promise
immediately.
It won't be long.
Anyway,
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
map.
talk to.
Yeah.
What's her name? I'm bad with names.
Sister
Lady
Gorell.
Girl, Sister Girl,
Lady
Girl.
Girl, Sister Girl, whichever one. The
I
female.
have a habit of calling her Lady. She calls herself Sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Sister Girl it is.
Hey, Badger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Serious question.
Temperature.
As the night draws near where we're at, what is the moon phase? Just curious.
Oh shit. Oh, it's been a
My
minute.
armor's not ready.
It's been a
Guess
fucking
who's gonna
minute.
be dealing with
All I
you?
gotta say is that if anybody's listening, y'all probably might hear in the distance, you might hear from the bestiary. Just
I don't know, chicken. Roll me a d8.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
okay.
You tell me. There are 8 moon phases.
All right, let's see. It's on the 8th. It's a full 8.
Fun.
So that would be what? New moon?
Waning
Or full
crescent.
moon? Waning crescent? Okay, so that means it's already past the full moon. So, okay, we're good. Oh boy.
And the next phase from a waxing or waning waning crescent
Would be
is a
waxing.
new moon. Is a new moon.
Yeah, new moon, then waxing, then full.
Oh, so we're on the opposite side of it. So we got time.
Yeah.
Just be warned, if my armor's not ready and you do, guess who gets to deal with you? And guess who probably isn't going to use kid gloves?
Nope.
No, that's no, we're not gonna have a problem with that. We're not gonna have a problem with that. It's just what I'm asking because of what I'm thinking about doing could pretty much go a little crazy
Anyway,
if not planned correctly.
Oh.
time to go see Sister Girl.
All right.
Let's go see
So
her.
the 2 of you guys go.
Yeah.
So you guys make it up the tower where Sister Gorell is
Hmm.
working.
Hold on. Before we go there, Cecile's going to hold up a finger and be like, hold on.
What's up?
Looks at sopping wet outfit. It's like, hold on. Runs
Oh,
in,
I'll wait here.
changes, comes back, in dry clothing. It's like, I wouldn't care if it was Harbin's office or even really the forge, but yeah. She keeps her place nice.
Yeah. All right. I get it.
Good call.
Chicken, are you pissing off deities?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Are you telling
What?
certain people to shut up?
No, I am not.
That's not what I'm hearing. That's not what I'm hearing.
It's an internal argument between Timber. It's basically, I guess, a poor use of words.
I love it how one member of that one side of that fight isn't even here, and I can tell that they're winning the
I
argument.
know.
All right. I'll have to see the sister.
Ever since someone had an alignment hiccup, there has been a
Yeah, no, just a
familiar
nagging, ringing
presence that has been haunting the fuck out of him.
Yeah, and it's a constant fucking ringing in my ear.
I'm good.
Ugh.
Means I know. Do it. Alright, so we're up to see Sister Gorell to see if
Yep.
maybe she can check this sending stone for trackers? LoJack?
Monitor
I
it
don't know.
if it's any kind of danger or anything.
So yes,
See if
you
she can give us information that we don't clearly see.
yeah, so Sister Gorell sees you and you both look a little somber. And she sees this and she's like, uh-oh. Foretell what chaos is transpiring below.
I'll give it the rundown. I'll let her know that I met the woman she saw when she cried on Kirk.
Hey, Badger.
Her name's
Curious.
Takesis.
What?
Sorry.
Did you say
Takesis?
Takesis? She runs over to a desk drawer and pulls out an ancient tome and brings it back and plops it on the table next to you two. Flipping it through old, like papyrus page after papyrus page, like very old paper. Puts her finger on a couple of different lines, scrolls on through, and is all like, okay, here it is. Yeah. Takesis. Bad news, that one.
Mm-hmm. I could tell I
Because-
got held person for I don't fucking know how long.
Well, as you know, most, if not all, full-blooded dragons can take upon some sort of mundane form, humanoid form, elven form, whatever they feel like taking.
Uh-huh.
Takesis is the elven sorceress embodiment of Tiamat herself. Now, the difference of what you met versus what could become is that when Tiamat was imprisoned into the Nine Hells, split into pieces, some red wizards were able to resurrect the embodiment, even though the soul and the power have still been locked away. Who you are dealing with at the moment, this Takesis, is essentially the sorceress without her draconic powers.
Okay.
If the cult unlocks Tiamat's essence from the hells, Tiamat's soul, and they are reunited once again, she could become Tiamat physically and cause terror over all of Faerun.
You have the weird.
This is somebody that you want to put down as soon as possible.
That's the goal, but how do we do it? She's stupid powerful.
I mean, she's pretty powerful. I mean, I was that close in those pools.
She is still a
Fighting her off.
sorceress who must follow the rules and laws of magic. She can be essentially taken down the same way any other sorcerer can be taken down. If they cannot, if they cannot use parts of their spells, if they can be counterspell, they can be beaten down. Their spells are powerful, but a lot of times often weaker.
She has the white mask. She kind of took it from me. I didn't have a choice. But we still have the black mask. I don't know if the black mask is needed.
All 5 masks will need to be united for the summoning of the essence to begin.
So we still have the final key.
You have in possession one of the pieces, and from what all the different times you have talked to me, it seems like there is a 4th piece, final piece, still missing from both sides.
Blue mask?
Neither side has seemed to have found or produced the blue mask.
So if we can find the blue mask, then we have 2 out of the 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can take down Takesis.
before they can finish the ritual and summoning Tiamat into the material plane. Yes.
Now look at Alyssa. What if Zonthal isn't where they're stationed, but Zonthal is where the blue mask is?
I didn't think of it like that. That's quite the possibility.
Because they all kept saying that dragons were flying north, right?
And
Mhm.
this is the opposite.
This isn't where the dragons are going. So I think Thunderspells should confirm whether or not Zonthal is there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk to people about
Zonthal.
confirming. What is this?
I can't even tell you if
Did get me a
Zonthal's
better
real.
gaming keyboard? Hold on.
Did you both just get gifts in the last like 5 minutes?
Yes.
Sammy looks like she got chocolate.
I got carrot cake.
Ooh.
my favorite.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And looks like Al got a better. Ooh.
Oh, that's cool. A Black Widow, nice. Badger, quick question.
Yeah.
How many subordinates do I have in my bestiary?
Probably like 2 or 3, enough to take care of the
And
different
They're
exhibits.
at least fluent in. They basically are druids. They're new druids.
Druids, rangers, those that have affinity with nature, yes.
Okay. All right.
Most,
thank you,
if not
Sergeant.
all, have either speak with animals or speak with plants kind of deal.
Okay, so yeah, I guess the 2 or 3 of my subordinates, yeah, I gather around for initiation. But before I do that, I want to go to the blacksmiths. I want to go to the blacksmiths.
You wander over to the forge,
Yes.
whose doors are closed.
I immediately I basically immediately just start banging on the door, say, "Hello, open up!"
A very middle-aged orc pops the door open, looks at you. Can't you see the forge is closed?
Who? Hey, hello, handsome. I need to speak to you. I need to speak to the Dwarven brothers.
Okay.
They're very busy. They have been working us all through the night.
Yeah. I basically walk right. I basically, since he's an orc, I basically walk right underneath them. Like, yeah. I need to talk to this Dwarven. I just walk right past them. Right past, like, don't worry. Believe me, you won't be in trouble. I'll take the full blame. Nothing new on my end. Now, basically start. What were their names again? I can't remember the names.
Howlin and Palin.
Paladin.
It's like, I start calling out. I start saying, Hammer Brothers! Hammer Brothers!
They're at basically what I would consider their stage, which is like an elevated platform with all the big forges. And they are both working side by side over an anvil, working something into place.
And I guess they can't really hear me.
Well, you walk in, they shout, and some of the other blacksmiths that are like on the outer walls surrounding you, a couple of them look up. They are in deep meditation. Good luck even reaching them.
They're gonna doubt my power, huh? All right. I immediately look around for a long metal pole. Like, is there any like a metal pole around?
There's probably plenty of poles and sheets and metal slabs everywhere.
I'm gonna look for like a nice sturdy long metal pole. I'd be like, hey! As I start banging the metal pole against the on anvils or metal whatnot. I was like, hey, down here! I need to talk to you! And start banging it whatnot. Just metal poles banging and whatnot.
Tibbers, I need a dex save.
Oh no!
Someone's about to get
You done
hammer
it
chucked
now.
at him.
Okay, that's not bad. 16.
They're in a meditative state, my guy.
Yeah, and I got something important I need done.
Does a
I
22 hit you?
22 will hit. I guess I didn't make the dexterity save. That's a
As you're
no,
sitting
then.
there banging, hey guys, you kind of look up just to see the front face of a hammer. And we're talking like a dwarven hammer, about the size, like if you were to hold up your hand.
White millionaire.
Clocks you right over the top of the head. The very brisk, short distance speed of a dwarf comes upon you as Paolin picks up his hammer and just stares you down. His eyes are almost like crazy-eyed. The doors are closed, laddie. Do not come in.
Paolin, I thought you had one brother, not 4. Because there's like 3 of you floating around right now.
You have 10 seconds to tell me what you want before I clock you again.
Give 10 seconds. I'm gonna at least need 3 to recollect my thoughts. My brain is rattling.
Time is ticking.
All right. I need a cage, a big cage. Cause you know about me being a werebear, correct?
Yes.
I need a cage that could basically fit a werebear. And I need it possibly a metal with silver. Like silver into the metal. It needs to be sturdy as hell. And I know you guys can make a sturdy metal silver hybrid cage.
Possibly.
Oh god. You guys are really good at throwing. Damn, that really hurt. Oh, as I rub my forehead.
Is that all?
How soon can you get it done, and how much?
We'll talk about the specifics later, as he kind of looks up and gestures to the orc. Get him out of here. And orc stomps over, reaches down, tries to grab you.
I basically kind of waft his hand. It's like, just give me a second. I'm getting up. I will see myself out. Paolin, I apologize. I just wanted to make sure this got through because I need it done before the next full moon.
He's already like slowly walking back to his anvil. Yep. We'll talk later.
Cool. And I look at the orcs like, hey buddy, what is your name?
Glee. Now let's go.
Yes, okay, Glee. Yes, I will be leaving. As I basically kind of like do a little, kind of like a wave of the finger, kind of like, yeah, right. I basically kind of do that, but I lose my balance because I got knocked in the head pretty hard, and I fall over. And I'm like, all right, hon. Then I just start like, kind of scuttling like a lizard out the door.
Soon as you clear the door, you hear it snap shut behind you.
I basically just sit outside. I'm basically like sitting, kind of like meditative stance, just sitting there, arms crossed. And then I put a hand to my forehead. Oh, that's gonna leave a bump in the morning. And then after a minute, I get up and I go back to the bestiary to proceed with initiation.
I'm kind of concerned about this initiation.
Don't worry, unless you want to be part of it. No, I'm sorry, this druid only club.
No, the bard says fuck you.
It's the druid ranger only club, so I'm sorry, you're not cool enough to be invited.
For those of you still at the atrium where the magic circle is, that would be
What, Idrun?
Idrun, CC, Amir, and Alita.
Mm-hmm.
The teleportation circle just briefly activates, but not like an incoming person. As a weird ghostly image of thunder spells stands in the center.
Now you know.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not there, obviously, but
Hello.
I mean, technically, I am. If I'm playing Adrian.
yeah.
You're not turtle enough for the turtle club.
Done your spells?
Yeah, now you know why. Now you know why.
As you say something, the image like snaps to whoever said something. Hello, I am the life-size decoy magic model of Tarn Thornblade, aka Thunderspells. I have come here to send, and he just kind of like pauses, you with a message. The Council of Waterdeep will meet at noon 1 day from now. Please be there.
Oh shit.
Ah,
That is all.
Thank you.
Goodbye. And it just kind of shimmers away.
Fucking voicemail. Visual
So-
ghost voicemail.
Yeah.
Like even
So
its
the-
movements were like almost robotic. Like, hi.
Adrian just kind of looks at Alita and Amir, whoever was there, is like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go get Alyssa. Just,
Okay.
it dips.
All right. I'll wait here for any further messages.
Yeah. Like there's that like
A dual voicemail. That's not a first.
I mean it was kind of like it was
I'll-
kind of like a voicemail. It was kind of like
All I can think about is Baldur's Gate 3.
The Sundries?
minor illusion
Yeah.
mail.
Mm-hmm.
Lorcan's little.
Yeah, minor illusion mail.
I am
That's
not
what that
actually
was.
here, but you can talk to me anyway. Kind of thing.
Adrian's just like off to find sister Cecile to be like, hey, we got a meeting tomorrow at noon.
Yeah, so the two of you, before you both were a little interrupted with, cake and keyboard. You guys were
It's so
talking to
classy.
Sister Corell about things.
Mm-hmm. I'm just
So glad. Yeah. So Takesis currently is just a sorceress. Powerful one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look at Alyssa and be like, if we can get the blue mask, then we essentially have almost half of what they need.
yeah. Yeah.
Which means either A, they're going to try and send Kirk after us, but I don't think they're getting the results they want from Kirk.
Yeah.
My guess is they've tasked Kirk with also getting the blue mask, but that's just my theory, because he's kind of looking real blue.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's where they told him to go look, because that place was full of Draco Liches. That was a hot minute ago. And was being run by, god damn it, I'm gonna keep forgetting it until
Zentarum.
Zentarum, who basically run the Black Network. Heard of them?
Draco
Yes.
Liches.
Mm,
You see Alyssa visibly shudder.
The Black Network isn't just Draco Liches. The Zentarum used to run the place, yeah? Am I trying to...
Dracoliches is the divination of or not divination, is who they worship.
Yeah. But the Black Network basically works for money. If you've got the money, I can get a lot of stuff. I don't know if they're still there, though. That's the thing. That was, as I've come to find out, 600 years ago plus. So I don't know what's there now. I mean, they're meeting tomorrow. Find out their spells.
Mr.
Whether or not
Grill
that
kind
is-
of like crosses her arms, like in
So I got time.
by frustration. Do you even know if this place actually exists?
I mean, I've never seen it. Heard about it a lot.
She flips through more of her big book and goes into
Zandal?
like a legends page.
Zandal.
Zandal's Tower.
Yes.
According to legend,
Okay.
years ago, the wizard Zanthal was an extraordinary figure. Beginning as a lowly adventurer, traveled across Faerun and beyond, reaching distant places like Zakara, Karatur, and so forth. Like, we're talking far, far away.
Okay, so Zonthal's a person?
Zanthal was a person.
Was yes. Zanthal wasn't around when I was around, yeah.
Correct.
He's much further back. Okay.
The legend says, where is it?
It's possible. Okay,
I had it and then I scrolled and then I don't have it no more. Yeah. So over a century ago, it's been stated that Zanthal prized solitude. He designed his tower and its surrounding hedge maze to deter intruders and unwanted visitors. But the last notion anybody ever had was that the wizard kicked out all of his apprentices and sealed the tower. Nobody knows what Zanthal had been up to. For Evan, we don't even know if he's still alive. But the problem with the tower, as legend has it, that it was brilliantly crafted using wishes. The tower, as far as I am concerned, is impervious to all scrying and divination, and invulnerable to any forms of attack and alteration.
Okay.
That poses a problem.
We don't even know where it's located. We don't know if it's real. I can't even help you with that, as is impervious, as legend says, it's impervious to all type of scrying and divination.
Maybe the council knows something we don't.
Well,
Possibly.
I mean, probably just let them know exactly why this whole time. Okay, so let's go back to the other theory that this is where Takesis and them are holed up. That would explain why they haven't been able to track down where they are at all. What if the dragon's going north, or just the dragon's going north, and that's a huge fucking distraction?
Yeah, there's that too.
Or the dragons are going north to wherever the actual ritual needs to take place so they can clear it out. But
they have to have the
Severin and
last
them are
mask.
being smart and in the tower where they can't be found. Takesis took a huge risk coming to get the mask from me.
If they were in the well, here's my question, because we did that scrying. You did that scrying divination one time and saw that,
Right.
and she got pushed out. If they were in the tower, she probably wouldn't have even been able to see that image.
Oh,
Correct.
she didn't get pushed out.
You were like,
I pulled her out of it. That's
That's what I mean.
concerned.
The scrying on Kirk and whatnot wouldn't
That
have
Kirk
happened if
wouldn't
they
have
were at the
worked
tower.
If they were in the tower.
yeah.
Okay.
So I
So,
don't
follow-up
think they're at
theory.
the tower. I
So
think
then
the mask is there
the
though.
towers That's why they can't find the blue mask.
Yeah, because it's at the tower, and we need to get there.
Sister all kind of
we
nods. I mean, if you're cult trying to summon Tiamat without anybody being noticed, going to a place that can't be found by scries of magic is a good place to start.
So,
This is going to be rough.
so now the follow-up question is, obviously the other side hasn't found this mask, right? So do we not look for the tower and hope that they never find it? And trust that if they haven't found it yet, they're not going to find it and the blue mask is there? Or do we go find it? Or if we do manage to find it, leaving the black mask there too. But if we can find it, you gotta assume they can.
Yeah, that's the issue. And then
I'd
there's
say
the
if we
question of
do-
the sending stone. I mean,
Oh, right. The other reason we came up here is to grow. Wanted to check this sending stone to see if it's got any
Thor just
trackers
kinda
in it.
walks down my shoulder, down my arm, onto the table, and just very gently just plip. Politely tries to like spit it out.
Kirk left this for us along with a ring of was it water
Swimming.
walking?
Swimming.
Women.
Oh, swimming. Oh wait, what? Swimming.
Yeah.
What did that like let you breathe underwater or something?
Gives you a
Steven.
swim speed of 40 feet.
Oh. But yeah, wait.
I was thinking that too.
He literally dropped us a ring for swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Is the blue mask in the water or their base is underwater?
See,
Maybe.
there's a lot of questions.
Lots of questions. Sister Girl, do you have any way to check the sending stone?
He left it for us on the ground, next to where he wrote the word Zonthal and the ring. I just worry about safety and security with the sending stone. I worry about using it. Is there any way you can check it?
I can certainly try.
I would appreciate it.
My concerns when it comes to the sending stone, what happens if it's to the likes of Severin himself?
That worries me too. Fuck! I don't know what to do! Melissa just takes a breath and is like, I don't. That's why I was wondering if you could check it, but I also don't want to risk Severin finding this place.
At what point does Hydroon show up?
Probably about now. It would be coming up the staircase. As Sister Grell's trying to process what she can do to help you guys in the meantime. She mentioned she can do a light scry, just like a basic low-level scry that shouldn't be bounced back if detected.
Okay. I'm okay with whatever makes you comfortable. Or most comfortable given the situation.
Whatever you think is safe.
That
She kind of picks it up and holds it between both of her hands and starts to focus on it to try to bring up a bit of a scry. And as it takes a couple of seconds for images to rush into her, she tries to call out what she sees. Someone's got the other one. They are walking in a forest.
What is
East of our location. can't see who carries it from this type of scry.
What do the trees look like?
Thick
Any kind
redwoods.
of description at all. Redwoods?
Which forest would that be for my brain? Is that the Emerald Enclave's forest?
Mm-hmm.
That's the what's it called? The what you meant to get that? I'm multitasking. I'm being two different people right now.
Sorry.
The Southwood.
That's what's that's yeah. They're walking through the woods.
Because you guys are up here, and she thinks that the scry is down in Southwood somewhere.
Can you tell if anyone else is around them with that kind of scry?
I can only see one set of footprints. Whoever it is
What
walks
kind
alone.
of footprints?
Heavy.
Heavy.
Wait.
What shape? What shape?
Is it? It's not sledge, is it?
Boot?
It's a boot. But the boots look like Cecilia's like grass.
Hard to make out from this angle.
Okay, so they're in the Southwood. Okay. Do I still have my coin?
Hmm?
Do I still have my coin?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember exactly what I could this coin. Later.
Yep.
They're walking by themselves. They're in the Southwood. What direction are they walking? The sun.
South.
South.
Cecile, what if they're heading towards what could be the tower that no one can find? We gotta get there first.
Yeah. I'm also concerned. I don't their friend or foe to Dellen. Has the coin gone off at all recently, Tim?
Gone off?
Sledge could tell we were near the forest because of how close I came to my coin. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But I took Sledge's coin because I was mad he had it. Still. But I still have my
Oh, yeah, because it lights up when
Mhm.
they get close to the forest.
And I've been looking at it a lot because reasons.
Well, in
As
that
it goes.
case, as you pull it out, it glows.
So it's somebody else who has a coin, right?
Hmm?
It's somebody else who has a coin? Or no? Or just unknown entity in the
Well,
enclave?
you have Sledge's coin.
I have Sledge's coin and I have my coin. I'll probably bring both of those out right now.
Yeah. His
Is
glows.
his coin. Does that mean he's in the forest? That's what that means. Fuck. Lady Sister Grell is describing the forest and the person dude walking south, and Cecile starts like fumbling in pockets and pulls out two coins that I guess I don't know if Alyssa's familiar with the Enclave's symbol. It's kind of like a stag type symbol type thing. So there's two coins. Cecile's is not glowing, but there's a second coin that is glowing. It's Sledge. Sledge is in the woods.
That's what I thought. That's what I
you-
fucking thought.
If
Like,
you can
bumbles
see it
in
on Dellen's coin here,
Yeah,
that's the Emerald Enclave.
That's what
Stag
I
head
thought.
looking left.
he's heading south. He's probably heading towards the actual. I mean,
And I'm sure it's at this
technically
time.
it has a base, but it's not really a base because the whole woods is the base. It's weird. Sledge is in the woods, and Sledge has a blue mask.
You think he has the mask already?
That's what Sister Gorell is saying. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
he already
Nothing.
The
has it?
person that she's scrying on.
Has
No.
said nothing about the mask.
Okay.
Oh. You were
I was like,
scrying on somebody though. Sorry, I got
The
confused with
sending
things.
stone.
The sending
Sending
stone.
stone. Oh.
Sledge has the stone.
I'm gonna pick
And
up
he's
the
saying
sending
it's
stone. Gonna look at Alyssa. Gonna look at Sister Gorell.
What's up?
So tempted to do it because Hydrune hasn't shown up to say that we'll be with Thunderspells tomorrow yet.
Hey, you want to
So
cause
Cecile's-
chaos?
I want to call Sledge so badly.
So, what would be the cons of getting in contact with him before you decide to do this,
I mean,
Cecile?
Sister Gorell is scrying on his stone, right? The other half of the stone. That's kind of how this is working right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
But she said there's risks with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on her level of divination, if whoever she's scrying on has strong levels of magic, they can not only discover that they are being scryed on, but they can basically
Oh, that's different than the
ping
sending stone.
backwards. Yeah.
That's different than a
Sending stone is just like walkie-talkies.
It's just a walkie. I don't think Kirk would have left it if it was getting tracked.
Yeah,
And I
I
say
just
that
wanted
because
to,
he was fighting.
I just wanted to make sure.
Right.
Yeah. But my question is, if it belongs to Sledge, why would he give it to us? Because Sledge is working for them basically under duress.
Sledge has more control than Kirk does. Right? Or at least that's the grasp I got.
That's the grasp I
Sledge is-
got too,
Sledge
but
is
he's still working under duress. He's not trustworthy at all.
he is to an extent.
As you have met his kids, it is
Yeah.
easy to tell Sledge is a half-breed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's not full black, which means, and if his kids are practically full copper, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
their mother is copper. If they're full copper, then he's at least half, if not more copper, honestly.
Yeah.
And Sister Gorell scryed on him before he was torn. I guess is the best. But she's saying that he's alone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the council meets tomorrow at noon. He's
Well, we don't know that yet.
east of our location.
Mhm.
We
walking
don't know
south.
that yet.
Oh,
Us
I
two.
thought Hydrune already got here. My
Nope.
Yeah,
bad.
well, Hydrune's probably meeting up with you guys, like, as you guys are talking about plans. And Hydrune's probably going to run into you guys and says, hey, don't mean to interrupt, but
What's up?
I guess you can say we got a message from Thunderspells. Council meets tomorrow at noon.
And we're supposed
Okay.
to be there, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. In
Uh,
Alyssa's mind, everything is a time crunch. Like, do we have the time to go meet with them? Or should we meet up with the person that has the sending stone? Like, it's very complicated.
I'm gonna grab my coin. I don't know if this is gonna work because I put the coin off. I'm just gonna hold it. And not the sending stone, the coin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to whisper into the coin. Sledge is in your woods. Alone, as far as we can tell. Heading from north to south. I'm gonna wait.
In response, the coin almost makes a trill sound. It's
Okay.
very faint, very light.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it was actually it was actually something that was picked up by Dylan from his predecessor that used it as a confirmation. So you know that trill really
Yeah, yeah.
basically it's the very gentle message received.
Awesome.
Cecile looks almost mournful for a second, but she's nodding and looks at Alyssa as he got the message. Okay.
Good. All right.
Timbers.
Well, I guess this
Coins
is-
now go from pants pocket to shirt pocket wedged into upper binding. It's just no, these are now staying
Timbers.
very close to me for right now.
While Timbers is talking, kind of having a little silent conversation with Hydrune, he's gonna
Mhm.
ask Hydrune if there's a secluded area where there's not a lot of people. If Hydrune knows a place where there's not a lot of people.
In this city?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess somewhere deep in Axholm. I mean, they were just cooped up for a day. Probably some spot in Axholm that's pretty secluded. Or in the deeps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why? You
so-
saw it. Wait. So you saw it, and this is either before or after Hydrune gets here to whatever. You saw Cryovane's last memories from that mask?
Yeah. What I saw after I put the mask on, I just saw brief visions of snowy mountaintop of the castle, and then I saw the party just rushing at me and attacking. So it was it felt so real that those had to be the memories of Crowvane.
So I'm gonna keep looking at this mask, or I'm gonna start thinking so Hydrune has fully attuned to the black mask, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
To the point where the dragon she took the mask from, Hydrune knows the dragon's name.
Right.
But the reason why I wanted to go to some place secluded is because there's something I wanted to there's something I wanted to show. I think the mask might have did something to me. Badger, do I get a thumbs up or thumbs down?
For
Is this
what?
show like you're a danger to others kind of show?
No, not not danger in a sense. Basically, Badger, thumbs up. Whether about the form. Basically, I sent you a message about.
All the information from tonight's session is making my head spin.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Info dump.
So, Timber is basically said, "All right, Hedron, let's find. let's find a secluded place because what I want to show you, it's gonna startle you. It's gonna startle you, and if I do it here, it's gonna startle everyone else." Shall we proceed? I just need you to trust me, which I know that's kind of hard.
Yeah,
given what I-
sure just gives you a look like you're asking a lot right now.
I know.
Like
I'm asking for just the smallest bit of trust.
if you're
Alyssa is
doing
gonna kind
this,
of
we're
nudge
doing this
Hydrune.
together.
Yeah,
'Cause
Alyssa's just gonna
this-
nudge Hydrune and be like, "I think you can trust him."
How much do you need? A lot of space? What?
I'm gonna need some quiet bit of space. And since I guess Alyssa's there, basically I'll be like, you can tag along to Alyssa if you want.
At this hour, the mines just close to the tower is going to be unoccupied. Nice big space.
Let's go there then.
Alright,
Cecile will look at the sisters and be like, you guys go ahead. I'm going to check on Nyla.
Okay. We'll meet up. Either if I don't see you for the rest of the night, we'll meet up tomorrow morning by the teleportation circle to go to the council. Sister
Yeah, it's
girl,
a
thank
good
you for your
thing.
information. I appreciate you.
Yes.
If you need anything, let me know.
Alright, so we proceed down to the mines. And we make sure that it is well unoccupied, that there's nobody else. I take a look around me, and I take a deep breath. But as I exhale, Hydrun and Alyssa, you've noticed that the air starts to grow cold. And I chant the words, as the air grows cold, as if death draws near. Look to the sky and show no fear. An icy shadow from one who is slain. Come to me now, the ghost of Crowvane. And the spirit of Crowvane lands behind me. As
You
I
call
cast,
forth.
I
You
call
call
forth
forth the draconic spirit manifests in an
Draconic
unoccupied space so you can see within range. It's a large
Oh,
creature.
Hydrun summons her pact weapon immediately.
This corporeal form, so it's very ghostly, uses a draconic spirit stat block. When you cast a spell, you choose a family of dragon, in which case you chose a specific dragon.
Unfortunately.
This creature resembles that dragon of the chosen family, which determines certain traits in its stat block. The creature disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when the spell slot ends, which is a concentration for up to an hour.
Yep.
This creature is an ally to you and your companions in combat and shares your initiative count, but takes its turn immediately after yours. Think about it as like a very high level summon.
Summoning. Yeah.
Liz is just gonna look up, stare at it, look back down at Timbers. God fucking help us.
You have control of this thing, right?
Absolutely.
Timbers?
Absolutely.
You
I
sure?
basically look at Crowvane and I basically look at it, hold a hand up, and I say sit. And it
plops.
Liz is just like,
Pact weapon goes away.
I basically say breath weapon towards the far end of the mine.
Liz is just like, I think you've
It
shown me
freezes.
enough. Shown me enough.
I could just imagine their faces going,
What the fuck?
Pretty much. But Alyssa is just like kind of shell shocked. And it's just like,
So
you
current
have
theory.
an extremely powerful weapon right now. Please
Indeed.
be
That's
careful with it.
I know, but that's when I placed the mask on, that's what I felt. I felt as if I was looking through Cravane's eyes. But I feel like, in a sense, I was Cryovane for that whole brief moment. And I think that's what basically unlocked that kind of ability.
Based off of Hydrun's experiences with the Black Mask. Hydrun's gonna throw out there. What if when we killed Cryovane, we didn't really kill Cryovane's spirit, and Cryovane's spirit got jettisoned to the White Mask?
Yeah, that makes
And is
sense.
now with you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Except we don't have the White Mask.
But
But now it's in you.
What if
But
I
I'm
am
also
the White
wondering
Mask?
if that's gonna mess with how the
That's
White
right.
Mask works for them.
But what if I am now the White Mask? I start feeling my face. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Stop. But no, Cecile, you bring up a good question because if he has
Oh, no,
the
it's
spirit
Hydroon.
of the white mask or Hydroon,
Mm-hmm.
if he has the spirit of the white mask, that could completely fuck up their ritual.
And I look at Cryovane, I give a wave of the hand and be like, dismiss.
I don't know. I just figured fully connected to this thing.
And it
what,
just
yesterday?
cold, icy air just
It's like a cold breeze.
Fully attuned to
Yep.
this thing like
Go
yesterday,
everywhere,
right?
yay!
Basically, the black mask. She finally
Mhm.
finished attuning yesterday. So it's like,
completely attuning.
I don't.
Good night, buddy.
So
I'm
with the
not
black
expert.
mask, as soon as Hydroon was completely attuned to it, it started seeking the nearest dragon of that color. And it was the dragon that you guys convinced to leave rather than fight. And in doing so, when Hydroon asked through the mask, you know, basically saying, "Can I call you friend?" The dragon in return replied with her name. And for dragons, being able to call a dragon by name is almost regarding an ally.
Okay.
Which is really surprising considering those rules. Hydroon basically convincing a black dragon to turn away from Tiamat.
Yeah. That's
Big.
yeah.
And now you find out that Timbers can do this.
Yeah, my head
Another
is
dragon
spinning.
that would
Alyssa
normally
is
be
just-
in service to Tiamat.
Yeah, Alyssa is just. She seems kind of spacey right now. I think I need a nap.
Well,
It's
it
just
is
like-
getting dark out.
Yeah.
I think you guys were gonna go back to sleep at some point.
Thank you
Yep.
for trusting us enough to show this to us, Timbers. I appreciate you.
I at least do appreciate that y'all trusted me. That you at least gave
Well-
me the trust to show that.
Well, I mean, you would not have my trust had you not gone and done your thing, but since you have seen the error of your ways, you have shown to me that you want what's best for everybody in the world. So that simple act of, well, not really simple, that big act of doing what you needed to do is enough proof for me that I can trust you. So just don't fuck it up.
Plus, pulls out the dragon dagger, pulls out my, dragon dagger. I still have to plunge this into that bastard's heart. I still have to plunge this into the Tiamat's heart.
I hope we don't ever get to Tiamat, but yeah, I understand.
Don't worry. The next time I see
Agreed.
that dominatrix bitch, I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind with this blade in her heart.
Noted.
Hydroon's just like, what did she tie you up?
She basically turned me into a log in the freaking hot springs.
I mean, that's not exactly getting topped.
I couldn't move. I was face down, ass up. That's the way she likes to yuck.
Did she give you a safe word?
I don't
On
know.
that note, Alyssa turns
Okay.
around and walks away.
No,
Alan's
I
doing a
don't
really
have-
good job at channeling country right about now. Holy shit.
Yeah, you really. It's like Hydroon was like, Hydroon, why were you talking about this? Jeez, like you sound like you're interested in her.
Not her specifically, but Jesus, get your facts straight.
What did the Raven Queen do?
So you guys eventually disband from the mines. Head back towards the keep. The seal goes off to try to find Nyla. Takes you a little bit, but you eventually find word that Nyla is sitting up on the wall by the gate.
Timbers, of course, heads for the bestiary to go to sleep.
I was
That's
just watching outside the walls, just looking
There we
at
go,
the view.
What's up?
She gives you like a notice glance, like one of those like she's like facing this way,
Hmm.
but her mind like in this way. She kind of like does this, then goes back to the view. Kind of shrugs her shoulders. Had you been Timbers, I'd probably slap the fuck out of you.
Mm. It's understandable.
She kind of looks
Yeah.
over, without meaning to actually be harsh. She kind of just takes
I have a
a
6
minute,
charisma. You're fine.
kind of like puts her arms like this on the back. Well, what the fuck do you want?
Well, just coming to check up on you because when I left this morning, I had hell of a hangover.
She kind of just gives out a dry chuckle. First off, you're an ass. I'm just saying, and she says that with a laugh. She's like, "You woke me up, and
I
it
did.
hurt."
You know, sometimes waking up sucks.
I guess it is my fault for
Also,
getting that
trying to
drunk.
drink and keep up with dwarves, don't do it.
She kind of like
Not
pinches
yet.
the bridge of her nose.
Practice first.
Yeah, I should have expected that.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You and your cousin are a lot more alike than you like to admit.
Yeah.
I didn't desecrate a fucking bot.
No, but you almost murdered a bunch of people on top of the mountaintop. Hell, if your cousin hadn't stopped you then, I might have actually gone through with your contract.
You're fucking welcome.
At this
Considering
point,
it.
Greg, does Nyla know? Oh wait, no, she.
Yeah.
I think about it.
Cecile's just looking straight out in the distance with you.
She kind of like looks down for a bit. That's completely different.
The fuck
Oh.
it is. The fuck it is.
Get out there, Timber! Shut up!
You done worse. They were
kinda like-
innocent.
Kind of just frowns.
How exactly was it different? Because I've been in the same position as them.
Because of Ravine, and she like starts trailing off. She tries to like, not really making up excuses, but she's trying to like remember as much as she could.
You're trying to
Ravine
justify
got
it.
frozen solid by Cryovane, not them.
They were working for.
They were trying to stay alive. They were probably trying to keep their families alive.
So
Sometimes
was
you don't
just-
got much of a choice. They could have come in and backstabbed us while we were fighting the dragon at any point. But they didn't. They didn't try and kill us when we left.
Jail for the
And honestly, with where Ravine's body was, there wasn't really a place for Cryovane to even really look at that. Meaning, they probably stuck Ravine down there in order to keep her body safe. So that it could be retrieved. Cryovane could have just eaten Ravine. Your cousin made a mistake. You almost made a mistake. You almost made a lot of mistakes. We all make mistakes. Now, for you had a cousin that pointed it out to you. I took Timbers up to meet the Giants to kind of shake some sense into him, and he seems to be taking it well. I'm not telling you to forgive him. That's not something I force on anybody. I'm just saying give him a chance. In your own time. You can be mad at him all you like.
She takes like a minute, like a brief beat pause, before she like looks her head towards that ceiling. You ever wish things were different? Perhaps none of these things could happen to my cousin. We didn't join you guys. If nothing bad happens to Ravine. Or is it just him?
Frequently. But at the same time, I don't. What's happened has happened. Makes us who we are. You can either learn from it, or you live in it, or forward. Let me tell you that. Eventually bites you in the ass.
Last thing I want is to disappoint not only my cousin, but to disappoint you, Alyssa, everyone.
Yeah,
I feel like holding on this grudge is just worse.
Like I said, you could be mad at him. Just don't hold him against him forever. We're fighting some powerful people. You don't know what you got until it's gone. Now, sometimes it's good it's gone. Sometimes it hurts.
Sometimes you just want it back. Yeah,
Hmm?
you can't have it back.
Can you repeat that? You were a little quiet.
Oh, she basically says sometimes it hurts. Things you want back, things you can't have back.
Yep. You create new things. You can always create new things. Trust me, getting stuck in a grudge. That can be bad. But it's your call. I'm just gonna pat Nyla on the shoulder and get up and give her space.
Eventually, everyone goes to bed.
Fucking finally!
And nothing really happens. However, by the time the sun is fairly high in the sky, costing anyone who's sleeping near a window to get about mortally blinded by the morning sun. The sound of the forge whistle goes off.
Fuck yes. Alyssa immediately
about
gets
your
up
turn.
and heads towards the. Actually, I think I'm gonna go try and find Cecile.
Timber's already, after hearing the whistle, basically I'm already up and I'm already heading that way. You know, try and throw all my clothes and whatnot while I'm running.
I go try and find Cecile. And I'm like, hey, when I
Yeah.
get to her, I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
I probably.
we need to go to the forge. Trust me on this.
Okay. I mean, cousins told me it would take a couple days, and
Yeah, but
I'm not allowed to see it until they're done. Okay.
I got a feeling about this one.
Cecile was just up on, like, right above the gates, basically, just staring at the coins. But it's like, all right, let's go.
Sweet.
Yeah, everyone can hear the. Everybody can hear the sound of the.
So good. Yeah, you gotta
Forge.
come visit. There's some
Of the forge, forge
little
siren
secrets.
go off, forge
They're a big
whistle.
fan.
The forge bell. The forge gong.
And as you guys,
Pastry stout.
as you guys gather in the street just outside the forge, the doors open, and out pours out about 8 or 9 blacksmiths, all different ages and races. They come out exhausted. They're like, finally, we're done, as they slowly like slump over by the tavern where you don't know if they're gonna drink, eat, or pass out. And a couple of like seconds after the last blacksmith steps out, the brothers like poke their head out the door. See you lot gathering. See Alyssa bringing Cecile down the road, like, hey, let's go check this out. And they're all like, "Oi, you heard the whistle, eh?"
Of course we did.
Yeah.
Chill out, chicken. I'm just picturing fucking just randomly on the screen. Anyway,
everyone's staying there, like everyone's standing there, but like Timber's like all like just like bouncing around hyperactively. Like, chicken has no chill. Exactly.
knowing you weren't going to stay here very long, we decided, and the others agreed as they point to the slobs that are making their way over to the tavern.
I was just gonna deal with.
That we were going to work until we were done. How long have you been here? 2 days?
Something like that. I was just gonna deal with that.
2 days
armor
feels like
back.
years.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Come in. Let us explain as you walk.
Okay.
So
I'm
you go.
behind, just so you know.
Where is it? I know I got. Yes. Now we're in the forge. So all the blacksmiths that would be at their tables are gone. And the two brothers are walking in, and As you round the corner inside the building, up on their like higher platform where they do most of their work, is something covered in a black cloth. So, as making sure everybody has stepped inside, I'd like to say one thing before we start explaining what it is up there. What would he have been working on?
Shouldn't have.
The first thing you must know is every person standing in this room had a hand in this.
Who's all in the room?
Everyone.
Your whole party.
Party.
Okay.
Alyssa just smiling.
Listen,
Some
I don't even
donated.
remember when my birthday is, so
Some donated jewels. Some donated scale, teeth, dragon bone. Others donated gold for us to ascertain some materials. And others, having their own familiarity, brought materials straight or gave us the coin to go get the material. In response to what we wanted to do, your party donated an equivalent of 19,000 gold to this project and other raw materials.
Big smile on Niall's face.
The materials we used: dark steel, black adamantine, Elysian bronze, blood mithril, heliothyll, and ithildin.
Yeah, don't worry. My brain hurts too. A lot of big words.
Cecile is actually proficient in smithing tools, so she's trying to like. Fuck.
Yeah, don't worry. It hurts my brain too. Just hearing this again, it hurts my brain.
Dark steel is found only in the Shadow Realm, as they like gesture to Hydrun.
Is that where you disappeared the first time?
Ithildin is an elvish special metal that has the same properties of silver. Elysian bronze, the Furbolgs know how to acquire.
I look at Cece.
Black adamantine comes from the Underdark. And heliothyll, light as a feather. Us dwarves figured out how to carry that one.
It's good work.
I need to upload images. As they continue to talk, one starts heading up to the platform to reveal.
Mm.
And trying to kind of get an idea based on look, I think we decided you have one picture for color tone. I'm going to put this in D&D Monday. So that it will be the armor's color scheme.
Ooh, okay.
Black adamantine and blood mithril.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have the overall armor appearance.
Ooh.
But because they took your helm and made it a part of the suit, I liked the look of the helm mixed with the breastplate in this picture,
Ooh.
where you have that like draconic frilled wing helm kind of deal. And as they're explaining it, they pull back the black cloth. We call this piece Draco Deus Mithril, or in common tongue, Dragon God Armor.
Oh.
But you notice that in the chest piece, there seems to be a missing chunk. There's a hole about the size of like a softball, smack dab in the middle of his chest. That just like it's a hole. And for that, we need our last piece of the puzzle. They gesture to Alyssa. Would you bring up the crystal?
Oh yeah.
Trist.
You see this similar crystal. You've seen one like this before. As they walk up and fit it to the chest piece, and as they lock it into place, you see what seems to be little tiny like dragon claw teeth hold it in place, lock it in place. And another thing I have to point out is that the top part of the breastplate, think a top part of a dragon jaw, so like top part of the dragon skull, face down, placed over the chest so that its jaw are over each shoulder, and the bottom of the mouth is like belly button. It's a shrunken down cryovane skull. Donated by your friends. The pauldrons and like the neck piece kind of thing is cryovane teeth. And so with that, let me add your to your character sheet. I gotta place the token to get the character sheet open. I will add the armor to your inventory. Draco Deus Mithril. So while you look over it, I'll explain the different things that it can do because it's a lot. So the armor is broken down into 4 pieces. The Helm of Teleportation, recrafted to match the dragon scale aesthetics, including wind strucks on either side of the helmet emblazoned a dragon in flight, has 3 charges. You know the drill. The Draconic breastplate and greaves, from shoulder to mid-abdomen, rests the shrunken upper jaw of the white dragon cryovane, its teeth designing the neck of the torso. Thin panels of black adamantine protect vital areas of the body. Critical hits from enemies have a 40% chance for the critical hit to become a normal hit instead.
Top fucking tier.
Nice. Nice.
Ephildin-clad spiked gauntlets. The knuckles of these gauntlets are made of Ephildin, which have a silvered property. In addition, armor's clawed gauntlets turn unarmed strikes with your hands into magic weapons that deals slashing damage, giving you a +1 to attack rolls and bonus damage of 1d8 plus your unarmed strike damage.
Jesus.
If I touch you, I'm gonna
The
catch you.
Heliophil boots, made from a unique materials that carries a negative weight. This allows the feel of the armor to be less taxing on the wearer, as it feels more like medium armor instead of Meals form like medium armor, instead granting a +10 to movement.
Why are you running?
Nice.
Also, wearing these boots, difficult terrain, and movement affecting terrain, web, grease, fines, ice, etc. have no effect.
Come a freight train.
So while wearing this armor, you get a +1 bonus to AC crafted from Cryovane and Truth parts. Grants the wearer resistance to cold and poison.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And then the armor goes into its individual properties. It's made with Mithril, which has a Wearbane feature. Armor made from this material, the wearer is immune to critical hits from lycanthropes.
Huh.
Timbers will never land a critical hit on you again.
Fuck it.
Blood Mithril.
Bring it, puppy.
Blood Mithril and its special property, Aegis of Agony. If you are below half your hit points at the start of your turn, you gain 10 temp hit points and can deal bonus 1d6 necrotic damage once per turn during your next attack.
I'm
That's
sorry, I'm
nuts.
just gonna say this real quick. I will never be able to land a hit on Cecile, so that's
This
just
armor is a
For the amount of gold it was donated for materials, I went all
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
Darksteel
yeah.
has the shadowed property. Creature wearing Darksteel armor has advantage on stealth checks in areas of both magical and natural darkness. And if the darkness spell is cast on the armor, the darkness persists without requiring concentration for up to a minute. Yeah. Elysian Bronze has the property Titan armor. Protects the wearer from natural weapons of monstrosities, taking a -1 penalty on attack, and damage rolls against claw, bite, tail, wing, and other similar melee attacks. So you get one free.
Alright.
Doesn't yeah. So your enemies that use natural weapons take a -1 penalty on attack and damage rolls. The Ithilden has the silver properties. As we all know what silver does.
Yep.
Heliothil has a magicless property. Heliothil is not magical, so, and at least not in the technical sense of the word, it retains its negative weight even in anti-magic areas. Because it is a natural rock and not a magic rock.
Okay.
The black adamantine is what gives it the Miserum defense, which is the critical hits against armor have a 40% chance to connect. So anyone who lands a crit hit has to roll a d100, and if they don't get a 60 or higher, it counts as a normal attack, not a crit.
Nice.
And then to round it all out, the Crystal of Draconic Might. Someone else you know has the same crystal.
Mm-hmm.
As a bonus action, its wearer can change the armor's resistance to any chromatic draconic color. The armor's current color resistance is indicated by the color of the shrunken jaw built into the chest plate of the armor. So the armor, your black and red armor doesn't change. The color of the jaw changes.
So it's kind of like my great coat, where she'll have.
It's your great coat, but instead of your whole coat changing colors, just the Cryovane
It's
jaw
just the
changes.
jaw.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then because of the fact that you have normal resistance already, if the wearer already has resistance to the damage subtype of the chosen color, you gain immunity to that subtype instead.
Yeah, good luck getting me with poison damage, Timmy.
The plate consists of shaped interlocking metal plates to cover the entire body. A suit of plate includes gauntlets, heavy leather boots, visored helmet, thick layers of padding underneath the armor. In fact, it's not just thick layers of padding underneath the armor, it's Neuronvane's furs from his personal coffers that you guys raided.
Ooh.
So it's very fluffy, hence why it also gains the cold resistance. Buckles and straps distribute weight all over the body. So yeah, that is your armor.
Cecile is speechless. Al is trying not to cry.
Oh.
We thought that because everybody else has been getting something, whether it's a weapon or something that helps us, you deserved something amazing because you never
People
get anything.
noticed. Yeah, people notice that when the looting happens, Cecile either gives away everything or I'm fine.
So we decided as a group, and I'm not 100% sure. I'm tired. I'm not 100% sure who started this idea. I believe I do, but I don't want to say any names for privacy reasons. But we just thought you deserve something like this.
Yeah.
You know, when everybody was out drinking with the Forge brothers and Cecile was doing her thing, that's when the plan was hatched.
When I handed the slip of paper of like, here's this like pretty good armor. That feels like it would be.
I like
Yep.
just crossed
And then
her arm with a
Cecile
big
walked
smile on
away,
her
and
face.
someone picked up the piece of paper and went, "Oh, she wants cursed armor? No, 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 no." And everyone chipped in.
You see, Cecile, we've done a lot for us, and this is our way to say thank you.
Yep. Anyway, Paolin, hey Paolin, you're your brother. How about that cage we talked about?
Oh
It's on the work.
I will. I'm gonna grab Nyla and Alyssa and whoever into hugs, because Cecile doesn't. Al doesn't know what to say. Cecile sure as fuck doesn't know what to say right now. And just
We are going up against the biggest threat we've ever faced. You deserve to be just as big of a threat.
I'm gonna feel like hitting this stuff.
For someone who can
yeah.
actually change her size,
Yeah,
you
giant
need to be
lady.
you need to become the biggest threat on the field.
Giant lady in dragon god armor that can change color and resistances on a whim. Like, come on.
I would love to do
So, in the back of the group, Amir, he's just seeing. You just see he is happy for Cecile, happy to see the growth, and she found a good family that is taking care of her. But underneath it all, scared shitless because if anything happens, his job got 1,000,000 times more difficult.
You have no idea.
I won't snap again. No chance.
It's more of PTSD fear from.
Oh no, I know.
But he's almost happy that he's this afraid at the same time because he knows where you've come from to where you are now, and it's just he's pure astonishment.
Cecile's just nodding and like.
Well,
even
put it
if
on.
Yeah, no. She's boots first.
Oh yeah.
Boots first. Yeah, just slowly piecing every piece of it on and just.
Add
Oh,
that.
it's so much better. Oh, it's so much. Oh, it's so good. It's fucking guilty.
There's another piece that. So a couple of weeks ago, I typed it all up. I put it in D&D Beyond, and then something happened. I clicked save, and it all went away.
Yep.
So I had to retype it all. Forgot something, as Chicken has reminded me.
Oh. Damn, alright.
Is Cecile left-handed or right-handed? What hand does she normally main hand her sword in?
Well, I mean, the problem is she's been dual wielding. In a big sword. I mean, I guess righty.
Righty.
Yes.
So it would be in the left gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
there is a small protruding piece on the other side. I have to add that in here. Because somebody donated a Mimic Whip to this project. You have basically a Scorpion get over here launcher.
Yeah.
It can grapple and then you can pull back
Oh
and
my
drag
god.
them back to you.
Oh my god.
It's not strong enough to hold your weight, so you really can't use it to
Oh no, I
lasso
can't
and
be
lift your weight.
Spider-Man. That's fun.
It's meant as the Scorpions grab and get over here, so you can smash him with the other hand.
Oh good god.
We need that as a soundboard now.
But it was originally worked into the spiked gauntlets, and then I had to rewrite it, and I forgot about it.
Oh.
So I will be adding
Well,
that
never
soon.
mind. Yay!
Oh my
Because I
god.
was like, wait a minute, it's like I didn't hear anything about the Mimic Whips. I was like, yeah, I donated that. Where the fuck is the Mimic Whip involved in this?
Oh, it was supposed to be a bonus to the gauntlet.
Hey, at least you remembered.
Yeah, I love how the crafted, carefully crafted by the Hammer Bros, intelligent design of Paladin and Fowlin, this mithril-plated dragon scale armor is dipped in black steel and delicately designed with Elysian bronze, blood mithril, black adamantine, and thildin, and lined in heliophil ores. Black in color with dark blue red veins. Red trimmed scales with bronze colored accents give the wearer a fierce draconic appearance.
Cool. Yeah.
Yay.
I don't. Right? No, words don't happen right now. I fucking can't.
We're turning Cecile into the Dragon Slayer at this point.
Cecile is just like, yeah, let's take on this bitch. I'm ready. Let's go. It's just
See, and when I thought about the Mimic Whip too, it's like, imagine Cecile trying to get somebody out of danger. It's like, here, get over here, pull them away, take their front, kind of thing. Like, it can be both used offensively and defensively in that aspect.
spit out that gnome. You don't know where it's been.
Yeah, I mean, after the whole,
So, if this turns into a game of Yeet the Cleric, I'm going to scream.
That's okay. They already did that once.
Chicken.
Like I said,
The cleric
Like I
is smart
said,
and usually stays out of trouble, which means Cecile doesn't usually have to worry.
like I said, I figured after the whole incident at Dinnerist is like, hey, look at my giant pet spider, because the Mimic Whip stuck on me and whatnot. I was like, fuck it. I feel like fucking Cecile could probably use this better than I could.
Picture Cecile standing here. We're having a conversation. Fucking Timbers is fucking off doing some stupid shit. And I just see, just see it.
And with
She just
that,
stands completely still and just.
I think it's a great time that we'll pause for this week. We'll pick up next week as you guys start gearing up after they gear up Cecile, and might have to do some armor testing. We don't know. We'll see. Before going to Waterdeep and meeting with the council and figuring out the next move of attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a lot of info dumping this time, but I had to make sure. I'm like, we're getting closer to 9. We're going to find. I don't care. We are going to do the armor reveal.
Yeah, we also just.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, it's just Demon Blade. What the fuck is this?
Dude,
What?
This has been in progress for at least a month.
This is not a demon plate armor. This is dragon plate armor. Let's go. Like,
Fallon, I want the cage made. I want my cage made.
They'll have it done by the end of the day.
I messaged Sammy and Badger, and I'm like, hey, why don't I donate about 25,000 of my gold? Immediately, Sammy went, what?
Sammy dropped Jewel's Teeth, Scale, and Cryovane Bones. Country donated Dragon Teeth, 3k gold, Nero Vein Furs, and the Azite, which is the Black Steel. Perma donated the Mystery Key and the 12k gold. Chicken donated
Yep.
the Mimic Whip 2K gold, and Mouse donated both of his long swords and 2K gold, which combines to 19,000 gold in resources.
Yep.
Yeah.
And considering that like an average base plate of like full armor is like 2K gold to maybe 5K gold for like magical armor for a full
There's
heavy set.
nothing else.
Like this was like 4 times the amount that, so we had to make it 4 times as badass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's
I-
never gonna be any other set of armor in the world like this.
No, never.
Mm-mm. It's gonna
The
be
one
one
of
of
a
a
kind.
kind. It's gonna go into a museum after everything is over.
Yep.
You'll have to
I feel
pry
like
it
it's
off
gonna
her
be
cold
what-
dead
I need
body
you to
first.
stop streaming so I can cry.
I feel
So
like
with
it's
that,
gonna
we're gonna
be
say
fun in
goodbye
a
to
museum.
Jake and YouTube. We'll see you guys next week. Until then,
Bye,
adios.
Jake.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
YouTube.
Dick.